Good evening, good evening. Zophar here with another edition of The Realm. Thanks for coming on in. Little gremlin, how you doing? Yeah, well, have you ever seen the intro montage? Have you ever been here at the very beginning? I think what happens is a lot of people miss that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's actually from Lunar 2, the PlayStation version. It's not in this one. I mean, there's a version of it in this, but it doesn't look like that. I hope you're doing well. Okay, good. So you know. What do you think of the new layout? I've been messing around with it while I've been on vacation here, and we've added borders. So now, like, when I move around, I don't look like I'm hitting an invisible border. Except up here, I haven't figured that part out yet. Gotta mess with it. But everywhere else, got the chat in its own little border. I got the little data sheet in the bottom right in its own. I got the game window in its own. And it now takes up a big chunk of the screen. So just to show you, look at that. What do you think? Not bad, right? Pretty good. And then I took some advice from a bunch of different streamers and implemented a few filters. And it's definitely, I'm more happy with it now than I have been. There's still a lot of work to do. Like, I want to mess with the borders to make them more multicolored, all other stuff. But I definitely think that it's looking, at least to my eyes, I think it's looking more professional. But you let me know what you think. So we're starting earlier tonight than usual because I have to be in New Jersey tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So Little Gremlin says, so right to the heavy hitter. Is Marvel's watered-down, overrated nonsense, fake magic, and stage-kicking, absent-minded entertainment? Wait. Hold on. Is there a noun in that question? Marvel's watered-down, overrated nonsense, fake magic, and stage-kicking, absent-minded. Is absent-minded the name of the Marvel piece in question? Why haven't I heard of that? I guess you'll have to, I think you'll have to explain it to me, Little Gremlin. But I'm glad you got the hype. Well, while you are letting me know what the question means. Oh, you're trying to watch the Loki series. So don't think I'm crazy. You probably will, but I do know what you're talking about, but I have not actually watched the Loki series at all. My understanding of it is it's supposed to be really good. But beyond that, I think it's on Disney Plus. I don't know a whole lot about it other than that. I never actually read the comics. Like I don't know much about the Loki character. I was more of a Batman, which is DC. X-Men's cool. I like Spawn, which was Image. So never really got too much into much of the Marvel end. I like Spider-Man though. Spider-Man's cool. That's Marvel. Hey gamers, Uplink, how you doing? Yes, so I did adjust the borders after we talked some more. So it looks more like borders now. There's still work to be done, but I'm much happier with this version of the layout. And I've also messed around with the alerts. I can't, I've decided I can't leave the shout-out player and the point rewards where they were in the middle right corner. I think it sucked. So I moved them back from down here, put them over here. Over here. So now they will appear in the upper right corner of the screen. So it'll still block some of the game screen, but only like a quarter of it, not the whole thing. But I can't, I don't like it. It's been happening too much where alerts will...
The bees! Just like that, like 5 times.
So, you know, you can still see me play the game, but you'll lose the upper right corner. Instead of it covering the whole screen like it used to last week, but it also doesn't cover up other alerts. Because what was happening when I had it down here for a couple of days is those silver redemptions were appearing in front of follows or subs or bit cheers, and no, won't work. So I hope that you like it. I'm glad it makes sense to you, Gamers Uplink. How you doing, Dark Mex? Good. And Fell Sorcerer, thank you so much for that feedback as well. I think later tonight, as we get a little bit deeper into Lunar, we'll take a poll and see what the consensus is. But I'm definitely much happier with this than what it looked like before. So just to show you, just as a reminder, this is what it looked like before my vacation. This is what it looked like a couple of days ago, and this is what it looks like now. So there's a comparison.
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum?
KC Longest, aka Leper, thank you so much for the Tier 3 resubscription. You are now 3 months into your subscription. If I recall, I think you originally subbed for 6 months in a row, which is awesome. Really appreciate your support, KC Longest. Dark Max, no problem. Enjoy your lurk. I appreciate you lurking. So yeah, I think that we're on the right track. I think this is on the right track. The only other thing, there's two other things.
This world doesn't deserve to be recreated. I've decided to destroy it forever, starting right here with you. Nothing can save you now.
Val Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 95-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is greatly appreciated. There's two other things I want to add. I just don't know how to do it yet. One is I want to have a recent gift subsection.
You don't belong in this dimension,
Just doesn't fit.
Zophar.
Gamers Uplink cheered 100 bits.
Gamers Uplink, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. Your support is greatly appreciated. So yeah, I kind of want to add a recent gift subsection. I just don't know how to fit it into the area in the bottom right without it being busy. So I'm still working on that. And I kind of like I noticed some of the streamers, not all, but some of them will have the game that they're playing somewhere on the stream. And I can't seem to really fit that in anywhere unless I kill the chat box, which I know every time I've asked that, everyone likes the chat box in the stream. So I guess I won't do that. But you know what would be kind of cool, and I don't know if this is a thing you can do. I wonder if you can make it so that it every now and then will change what's in the box. Like, do you think there's a thing I can do in OBS where, like, it'll show the chat box, but every now and then it'll fade out and show the game, and then every now and then it'll go back? Like, I wonder if that's a thing you can do. I don't know. I have to look into that. Be neat if you could. I feel like there might be a way to do that. Whoa.
Now then, what brings you to my inner sanctum?
Chester Ace, thank you so much for the subscription and becoming acolyte of the domain in the realm. Your support's greatly appreciated, and you're not going to believe this, but we have already a hype train!
Darkmex25 cheered 200 bits.
Darkmex, thank you so much for the 200-bit cheer, cheer, cheer. We are now working already on a level 2 hype train. I guess we gotta get going. That snake organ went over to the guild mansion and slithered inside. I don't trust that pile of putrescence. What? You better check it out. No kidding, we're on our way there right now, thanks. Kitty cats, kitty, pretty kitty. Little gremlin has the best emotes. Yes. We'll go up here. This is my home, the mansion of the Magic Guild of Vane. Come on, you all, let's get the train. Go, whoa, win. According to my calculations, we're at a train of level 2. Choo-choo! These walls are filled with the history of our world. Wow, Hero, this place is kind of run down, isn't it? I mean, look at the hole in the roof. And over there, that sign's broken. Where's Bob Vila when you need him, Bob Vila? Hype! I really appreciate the early hype. Usually when we just start the stream chat, there's not a ton of people here in the beginning, but we'll see how far you can take it. I want to beat you, Bite or Jameson. Hero, these treasures are mine. You can't just barge in here and start taking things. Where are all your manners? Where are those manners? Where are your manners? Gonna go here, here and there. Up and we'll read the diary. Hey, get your dirty nose out of my diary. That's private, you know. Those are my deepest and most intimate thoughts. Rapture in the Wind by Veronica Swinster. His eyes met hers and it gazed and then only one thing. Instinctively, oh my god, what in the world? Ay. We're not reading that book. Restoration of the Magic Guild. Nash and Mia set about correcting the wrongs the evil premier had committed. Would you believe it if I told you?
Gamers Uplink cheered 200 bits.
Gamers Uplink, thank you so much for the 200-bit cheer and your support of the realm and the domain, which is greatly appreciated. Oh my god, we just completed level 2 of the hype train. The hype is real. Choo choo. On to level 3. Chat, I want to go up there and talk to the people in that room, but if I do, you're not going to hear the audio because we got a major hype train. So we're going to delay it. Up on the roof. There's nobody on the roof yet. We'll go back down. Yes, we will. Down we will come. What's up, Charmat? How you doing?
My oyster!
Darkmax 25 cheered 140 bits.
Darkmax, thank you so much for the 140-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is greatly appreciated.
Jester 77 cheered 100 bits.
Jester 877, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is also greatly appreciated on this hype train.
Cheered 1,000 bits.
Casey Longus, thank you so much for your 1,000-bit
This
cheer.
deserve to be recreated.
Oh my word.
I decided to destroy it forever, starting right here with you. Nothing can save you now.
Gamers Uplink cheered 300 bits.
Gamers Uplink, thank you so much for the 300-bit cheer. Your support, your continued support of the domain and the realm, greatly appreciated. Chat, the hype is real. I really appreciate this. What do we got? Jester Ace, oh, I'm really glad to hear you enjoyed the site. Thank you so much. Oh my god, they keep coming.
Cheered 100 bits.
Bell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is also greatly appreciated. Hi there, little ladies and gentlemen. We'll go in Guild Mansion. I just told my tell you, hey, can you spare a silver piece? Casey Longest, thank you so much for the redemption of the piratey hat. I really appreciate you using your silver on me so I can walk the plank, me hearties. Oh, this looks pretty good under the Zophar's Realm logo. Darkmax, thank you so much for gifting a 1-month tiered sub to Charmat. Your support of the domain and the realm is greatly appreciated. Choo choo! And Charmat, enjoy the gift sub, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad previewing, my friend. Jester Ace never did try the SMB discombobulator. Me neither, believe it or not. Super Mario Maker is awesome. I have the first one for the Wii U, and I have the second one for the Switch as well. I'm down on my luck. He's down on his luck. He needs silver. Gotta get the man silver. Get the man the silver. We gotta go into the Guild Mansion in a minute. But first, we have to finish the hype train. It's the hype train. Hypity hype. In that room, we must go soon. But if we go in this room now, my friends, voice acting will be skipped. Because we have a super duper hypey train. We are working on level 4. So I will have to go back down south, and we're gonna find something else to do. I think we will go to the weapon shop and make sure that we're fully stocked. Fully stocked. Fully stocked.
Yes, it did. Was. Well, no, I'm afraid. Was it bad? House take 2. Oh, what? We are playing Heretic.
Oh, good game.
Oh, what? You must get me a glass of water.
Okay, Bavad, are your 2 parents home?
Yes, they are, was.
No, I fear.
They are not really home, my night.
Okay, I go upstairs.
Boss, what are you doing up here?
Longest cheered 500 bits.
Casey Longus, thank you so much for the 500-bit cheer. So generous of you. Your support of the domain and the realm is super duper appreciated. Appreciated. All right, let's see what we got. Armor looking good so far. We got battle dress, grateful dress, knight armor, steel bracelet, iron helmet, and pink bow. Nothing more to do there. Let's look for weapons, chat. Let's look for weapons. Good. They are all good. Alright, I don't see any issues with armor. I don't see any issues with weapons. How about item shop? What about the item shop? This hype train is off the hook! Hook! We got level 3 right now. We're working on level 4. We're 32% of the way to level 4. It is incredible support. Such strong support. So strong. Alright, let's talk to the food. We got herb, Dover nuts, we got silver lights, angel tears are available now, chat. Look, it's the angel tears from the Silver Redemption. Gamers Uplink, thank you so much for giving out 1 community tier 1 gift sub to Micro Twist. Really appreciate that support of the realm and the domain. And Micro Twist, enjoy your emotes, enjoy your ad-free viewing, enjoy the acolytism. Lenolison Tenorist Gamer says, what do you think of this situation? You're having a good time playing an MLB The Show game, and you suddenly have a contact with your player, and the ball trajectory gets affected sufficiently to subtly pass the ballpark posts. So you're playing MLB The Show, and you're up to bat, and then you accidentally bump into somebody, and the ball goes past the posts? Is that what you're asking? I'm trying to visualize that. 25,000 silver for a silver light? Oh dear. Yeah, we're not buying that. But I feel like we do want to buy an angel here. So we'll give that to Ron Farr. And we'll give another one to Ruby. This could come in handy, chat. Casey Longus, thank you so much for the 5 community gift subs. Oh my god, we passed level 4, chat. We passed level 4. Casey Longus, again, thank you so much. So generous and kind of you. Your support of the realm and the domain is noted and greatly appreciated. Log from Blammo, Hyperium 23, Lycoside, Paladin 71 Budoka, and Slash and Thrash and Super Ninja. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. Enjoy your acolytism of the realm and of the domain. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Lenolus and Tenorist Gamer says it really happened today. That's crazy. So when it went past the posts, did it let you run? Like, what happened? What was the end result of that happening? It was considered fair? I don't think we need any of the scrap. Let's make sure that we have what we need. Here is an angel tears. Probably should give those angel tears over to somebody good like Jean, because she has lots of hit points. She actually has the most besides Ron Farr, and so they both get the tears. And I am gonna save. And it looks like somebody's doing the actual angel tears. Gamers Uplink, thank you much for redeeming angel tears. I'll be right back to get at those tears. Inkle tears.
Boy.
We are halfway through level 5. 48% of the way there, technically. Alright. We got all the weapons we need. We got all the armor we need. We got all the items we need. We have saved. All that is left to do is to go into the mansion now, which we cannot do, because if we do that, I will have to cut off the hype train music, or you just won't hear anything that's going on. Do-do. That will mean that we will have to find somebody else to talk to. Go into the library, ready to play ditch with my friends, but the library is not a freaking...
Longest cheered 1,000 bits.
I love that one. Casey Longest, you're so kind. Thank you so much for the 1,000-bit cheer. Proving once again that the hype is real. Choo-choo! 19% to go with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go, which is the time limit on us going into the mansion to find out what happens here, because a lot happens here, chat. Good day, Lamina. Beth has been waiting patiently for your return. She wants to see a trick. I've been talking about my ears off about how great your tricks are. What's nice to know, I have a fan in the next generation. Next generation. Oh, wrong next generation. Lamina, you're back. Show me one of your magic tricks, please. Well, I have a special one I've been saving. It'll only cost... Don't tell me you're gonna charge a kid to see one of your cheap tricks. As I was about to say, it'll only cost you a big smile. How about it? Bell Sorcerer, thank you so much for gifting a 1-month Tier 1 sub to High Spirits. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. And High Spirits, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad previewing, enjoy being an acolyte of the realm and
Secure all
the
positions.
domain.
Here we go.
Charge!
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Deactivated Styles, thank you for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Hype, chat! We made level 5! Choo-choo!
You don't belong in this dimension, Zophar.
And it's still going!
Bell Sorcerer cheered 100 bits.
Bell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer, and your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated! Woo! Bell Sorcerer, the VIP! Well, chat, guess what? The train has stopped. Choo-choo! We have made it to all 5 levels. The end result, chat, you are amazing. Your support is so strong. You contributed a total of 10 gift subs and 3,835 bits. That's a lot of bits. Thank you again for the support. Everybody that was a part of that hype train, enjoy your emotes. They are being delivered to the strong support from all of you. And the train is now letting everybody off into the magical city of Vane. Thanks, everyone. That was an awesome start to the night. Well, now we definitely have to go see what's going on in Vane here, chat. There's a lot to go. There's a lot to do. This is where the plot really starts to get cooking. Is it this room or is this the library? That's the library. We already did the library the other night. Actually, I think we did the library yesterday afternoon. Alright, so mansion time. Into the guild mansion. Okay. Everybody ready for this? Everybody knows what's going on, right? So where we left off was we decided to go to Vane because Lamina has business here. This is where she lives. And she let us know that we will be very welcome here. And then when we tried to get in, the guard stopped us from coming in. So we had to cheat by going around and through the magic cave that doesn't work anymore, doesn't really do much. We fought a few bosses. We snuck into Vane. And now we're going to go into the main hall. Here we go. Ah, Borgin, to what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? Miria, you are the picture of mannerly perfection as always. Vane has fallen into decline since the guild fell apart. You know it's true. Now simple people who know nothing of the way of magic roam its streets. Disgrace and despair, all that are left for Vane. Then why have you come to this place you hold in such low esteem? Ah, Miria, you never were one to skirt the issue. So then I'll get to the point. I have a selfish reason for coming here. Now that this town no longer suits a woman of your stature, I have come to take you with me to Neovane. Oh, that flying cesspool has no right to come in here like he owns the place. I'll show him. Oh boy. Little Lamina, why do you waste your time with Vane? It's a memory, a thing of the past. Neovane is the future. Come take hold of it with us. If only Lamina would swallow her pride, she would see Borgin's great. A fun-loving guy that's perfect for Miria. Fun-loving guy, huh? Borgin, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. It smells like mold or mildew in here. Whoop! Sorry, I forgot. This is the decaying Vane, not my shiny new Vane. It always smells of the decaying past in this godforsaken place. What I wouldn't give for a bucket of Lysol right now. This city reeks of the depressed memories of the past. The Vane we have built under Borgin is shiny, new, and powerful. This Borgin's a douchebag, chat. The fact that Vane's magic guild has no members should give you the clue. Face it, sister, Vane is a ghost town. Don't worry, we'll carry the name forward in Neovane. I guess we gotta talk to Borgin now. Okay, cutscene, chat, cutscene.
Oh, look what we have here. Lamina, junior premier of the guild. Remember me? I'm Borgin, creator of Neovane and the most powerful wizard in the world. Ring a bell, Dumpling? I thought it might bring back a few fond memories.
I think that guy needs a real attitude adjustment, chat.
Oh, I remember. I could never forget a face as obesely grotesque as yours. I told you Vane was off limits. Get out of here!
Oh, can we talk to people? Yes. Gwahahaha, but I've changed. Really, I have. And I have a very urgent reason to be here. Perhaps you should catch up on things with your mother, dear girl. You may not be able to see her for a while. She's going on a vacation, yes. It is such a pity when people leave with issues unresolved. What are you talking about, Borgin? You haven't changed a bit. Gwahaha, but I've changed. Really, I have. And I have a very urgent reason to be here. Perhaps you should catch up on things with your mother, dear girl. You may not be able to see her for a while. Oh, you said that already. I'm repeating everything. The fact that Vane's Magic Guild has no members should give you the clue. Yeah, they are all saying the same thing. Okay. So, let's talk to her. Lamina, my dear, you returned. And you brought some new friends with you. Introduce me, won't you? These are not just friends of mine. They're candidates to become members of the new Magic Guild. We're gathering new candidates every day. I will revive the guild someday soon. Borgin is one of the 4 heroes of Althena. He worked very hard and became the leader of Neovane. So? Everyone knows that Neovane's a pale imitation of the original. Why are you so nice to him, Mother? Before you were... Lamina, mind your manners. Borgin's a very powerful man. Who? I just don't understand you, Mother. He's just trying to... Lamina, you will treat Borgin with respect while he is here. But Mother, he's trying to make sure Vane's Magic Guild never comes back. Can't you see that? Lamina, as my daughter, you must obey my wishes. Now leave us. We have important matters to discuss. Oh dear. It's a shame when places of former glory fall into neglect. I'm afraid that's what's happened to Vane. The handwriting's on the walls. What? Vane is not destined to disappear. I'm working to restore it. Calm down, Lamina. Listen to what Borgin has to say. You know, if you get past the surface, he's very much like you. Mother, how can you say such a terrible thing? He's evil. Why are you defending him? He wants to kidnap you, or are you under his spell? Gwahahaha. I do not submit my power for your approval, dear girl. I am absolutely sovereign of my destiny now. I will do as I wish. Behold! What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, don't use that damn thing. Mother! Wasn't that delicious? And all it took was a simple wave of my Rubenesque hand. Rubenesque? Rubenesque? Poof, Mommy's gone. Borgen, you oversized fecal factory. What? What have you done with my mother? I demand that you return her this minute. And I see a raid has happened. It looks like Otter Retro is raiding with a party of 8. Otter Retro, thank you for coming in with the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. My name is Zophar. I ran a website back in the 90s. I'm going to stop doing this voice now. I ran a website back in the 90s. You may have heard of it, Zophar's Domain. Had some emulators, some utilities, some translations, all that good stuff. But enough about me. Let's talk about Otter Retro. What game are you playing tonight? Let's give you a little shout out as well.
Oh, don't look so frightened. It will only hurt forever.
I can help. The doorway between our worlds is closed to me now. Avenge me and save all you.
I don't think I know what game that is on the clip. You were playing Aliens 3 Arcade and Invasion the Abduction Arcade. Were you playing? Weren't you? I think you were playing Aliens 3 Arcade the other day, weren't you? I think we were talking about that. How far did you get? What's up, Eat Booty? Again with the awesome name. Love it, love it, love it. Every time you come in here, I love it. Hope you're having a good night. Exacorangitan. Exacorangitan? Oh! We got praise all up the wazoo tonight, chat. We got big raids. Noodle, beef, noodle, how are you? Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. I'm Zophar. I ran a website back in the 90s you may have heard of, Zophar's Domain. Lots of emulators and utilities and translation stuff. And now we're playing Lunar 2 Eternal Blue for the Sega CD. And right before you raided us, we actually also got raided by Otter Retro. So let's get you a shout out. And Noodle Beef Noodle, were you playing Myst after I left? I saw you playing Myst earlier. That game is hard. How far did you get? We're going to give you a little shout out here, by the way. By the way, both Noodle Beef Noodle and
Tom,
what is?
I thought you might enjoy this.
That's an interesting looking game.
Potato
Both Otter Retro and Noodle Beef Noodle are awesome streamers. So chat, if you don't know who they are and you've never followed either of them before, you should go right now and follow them. They are awesome. Absolutely worth the follow. Absolutely worth watching. Awesome people. And that game that is playing in the clip looks really strange. Definitely a Noodle Beef Noodle game. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, welcome on in, raiders. I also have a Discord and I'm active on Twitter, so if you enjoy the content tonight, feel free to throw me a follow on Twitter. Feel free to join me on Discord. I love chatting. So Noodle Beef Noodle, you say you're on the last part now. Awesome.
Full ahead.
That's an awesome clip. That's so player always manages to find the most interesting clips. The clips you thought were buried in the abyss. They always come back with the player. Dr. Jacobs 55, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Gosh. You gotta have the hilarious out of context moments. That's what makes the shout out players so fun. Otter Retro, I can't claim the choices. I think it's random. Like, I don't know exactly how the algorithm works. All I know is I run that script and it will find a clip from the streamer, and I don't know how it finds it, what it finds, how it decides. I just know that every time it does it, they're almost always hilarious, and they're always stuff like you wouldn't expect. So fun stuff. The one for you was Beyond the Shadowgate, ending with the paddle ball. I thought that looked familiar. I saw who was I seeing play that last week? I think it was Cobra Commando was playing Beyond Shadowgate. I thought it looked familiar. Hey there, Thanatos 2K1. How you doing? I hope you're having a great evening. Which is totally insanely goofy. I hear that. That was your first ever clip. Oh, interesting. I wonder if the shout-out player just picks like in order. Like it picks the first one, and then every time it runs after that, it goes to the next one in order. Because every time it seems to pick ones that are like... I usually get comments that they're very obscure. So maybe it's going in an order. I'll have to play around with it one of these days. But in any case, thanks again for coming on in. You definitely all need to follow both Auto Retro and Noodle Beef Noodle, like I said. Awesome, awesome, awesome streamers. Noodle Beef Noodle in particular, I know you were very close to being able to apply for partner a few days ago. So I don't know if you got that icon yet to apply, but please, please, please follow Noodle Beef Noodle. Spend time in her channel whenever she streams. Lurk if you gotta. It's so much fun. Her streams are awesome. And I also know she's a big fan of things that go fart. So please, please check Noodle Beef Noodle out. She is awesome. And check Auto Retro out as well. So you're very close. Good, good, good. I'm sure you'll get there in the next few weeks. Your streams rock. So, where we left off, chat, was Borgin over here is ready to whisk away, I think he's ready to whisk away Lamina's mother to Neovane is where I think this is headed right now. So, back to the Borgin voice. And I demand that you think before you speak, dear girl. Think of the power I hold. I could crush you like a Twinkie? So random. You know, Twinkies last forever, chat. Did you know that? True story. No, your mother will not be coming back. She will rule with me in Neovane. And oh, if you feel the need to visit, please stop by Pentagoulia. I have a summer cottage there that Miriam might enjoy. We'll be certain to roll out the dead carpet for you. But no, Borgin, I'm serious. Come back here this instant. Wait, no! Well, I guess Miriam's gone. Oh, Mother, I can't believe I let you down. With my magic power, I'm not qualified to be a bathroom attendant, let alone premiere the Magic Guild of Vane. Oh. Awesome, Auto Retro, I'm glad. What was I thinking? I can't even save the one I love the most. How can I hope to restore a whole city? Oh, Mother, I'm a failure. No, Lamina. Well, that's unfortunate, chat. Now what do we do? Can we take the chest yet? Think it'd be a good idea to ask Lamina's permission before you open this, don't you? Damn it, still can't get the chests. I was just gonna peer inside. I wasn't gonna take anything. Alright, let's go look around. I'm glad you made good progress in Mist, Noodle Beef Noodle. I've never been able to beat that game. It sounds like you're on the cusp of it. Can we look at her diary now? Oh, how I wish getting Vane off the ground was not such a lonely task. Wait a minute. So when she's in the party, you can't look at the diary or the chests. But when she's not in the party, you can't go look in the chest, but it's fine to look in her diary? Meh. I mean, I enjoy the task, and I'm making some good progress. You're on the last stage now, so you should be able to beat it next stream, hopefully. Good. When are you streaming next, Noodle Beef Noodle? I'm going to make sure I try to catch it. But the job is just such a lonely crusade at times. Mia must have known this, too. Oh, Althena, where's my Nash? You know, my stud muffin, my mega hunky helper. Ah, well, someday. Goodbye for now, diary. Lily. Aw. We gotta go find her. Let's go look around, see where she ran off to. Auto Retro says that you were showing off the virtual light gun thing in MUVR. Yeah, you were talking about that yesterday. The abductors is a bit buggy and the last stage crashed twice, alas. Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll get the bugs worked out. I want to beat you. Hero, you better not open that. I think Lamina will get a bit upset if she finds out you're in her stuff. I want to open her chest. I just want to look. Just want to look at them. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is have some fun. Alright, let's try to find her. I really don't want to hurt Lamina's feelings, but I don't think she can revive the guild by herself. It's a lost cause. Should be Sunday for you. Sorry for the raid and run, 2 a.m. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, that's right, you're in the UK, aren't you? Well, listen, thanks again for the raid, Noodle Beef Noodle. Really appreciate you. And I will try to stop by Sunday to watch you beat Mist. Have a good night. Thanks again. Boy, this town is more of a dump than I was told. But on second thought, I wonder if I should invest in Vane's future at all. Well, maybe. Go south from here, you'll reach the port town of Azado. There's supposed to be a lot of monsters around there. Noodle it is. Noodle it is. When I get big enough, I'm gonna be a monster hunter. One day I'll be a great magician and Lamina will be my wife. Where is Lamina? I gotta find her. Did she go in the trial cave? I give Lamina a hard time, but I know she's just trying to revive the guild. She works very hard, and some people think she's greedy. All the money she collects goes towards reviving Vane. Oh, see, that's a good cause. You know, I have the utmost respect for Lamina. She really cares about Iman. She also cares a little too much about money, but hey, we all have our flaws. It's down here. Maybe she's like... Maybe she's outside? No. She's probably hiding somewhere in town. We'll have to look around. Maybe we have to go, like, all the way behind buildings and stuff. Let's do that, chat. Let's do that. Isn't that crazy? Because I haven't played this game in so many years, I forget, like, everything. Hey, where's Lamina? She's okay, isn't she? Lamina is really knocking herself out to restore Vane to its former self. I'm afraid if she doesn't slow down, she's going to burn herself out. Yeah, we don't want her to burn herself out. If you want to know about the history of the Magic Guild, go to the library. It's filled with books that tell the history of the city and our world. The ways of magic are very deep. I need to study harder. Anyone see Lamina? Lamina? I didn't know Lamina was serious about getting the city off the ground. The kid's got spunk. I like that a little bit. Guy's some drunk fool. He needs to sober up. Alright, what about back here? Is there something? Does that look like I should be able to go there? But I can't. Maybe she's in the library. Wizards like libraries, right, chat? That's not the library? Damn it. I don't even know where I'm going. You would think I would know this town by now. It's tiny. I feel like the original Vane in Lunar 1 was a little bigger than this. Maybe she's up here. Is this anywhere? Nope, it's bricked up. Oh, that's right. That was the Star Tower or something, I think? Hero, if you open this, Lamina's gonna be mad. She's gotta be up here somewhere. Maybe she's behind here. Lamina! Nope. Negative. Chest. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Those are Lamina's treasures. You open them, she's gonna be mad. Maybe she's up top. Could it be that she's like at the top of the guild? Remember before we were up on the roof? Maybe she's hiding up there. Yep, Ichibuti just said the same thing I was just thinking. Exactly what I was thinking, Ichibuti. Yep, she's up here. Ah, I just totally missed what Ronfar said. I think she's kind of come to look up to you as a sort of mentor. It probably mean a lot. Itchy. Alright, I guess I'll go up to her. What? Have you come to taunt me for being weak? Sure. Go ahead and laugh. I'm certain it's 1,000 yucks. Ha! Lamina's reviving the Magic Guild, but she's the only member. I'm just a big joke. I didn't even have the power to save my mother, and I can't even raise enough money to fix the leaky roof of the Magic Guild. Oh, here I'm just a big joke. Admit it. Want a donation? Oh God. This is terrible. Obviously, what you're supposed to say is no. Vane is wonderful. But I wonder how many people, like in real life, that have no sensitivity would say something like that. Oh my God. I wonder if I would do that. Sometimes I don't know what the hell to say. Well, clearly this is what you're supposed to say. No, Vane is wonderful. Lamina, Vane is a wonderful town with a rich history of wonderful leaders. I think that you will be the next great leader of Vane. I believe in your dream. Someday you will restore this town to its past glory. Oatmeal Packet says, I'm guessing they don't teach roof fixing spells at the Magic Guild. I don't think so, Oatmeal Packet. I think that they ran out of funding. Ichibuti says it sucks what happened to Vane, but they did it to protect Althena. That's right, Ichibuti. That was in Lunar 1 when Galleon's grinders shot Vane out of the sky. That's when it started to decline. But someday you will restore this town to its past glory. Someday, the Vain Magic Guild will once again be the center of this world. And someday, and there goes Galleon, someday, everyone will know the vision that you had made it all possible. Thanks, here. I needed to hear that. And here's the rest of my party. Hey there, Lamina. It's no shame if you're the only member of the guild. Ichibuti says after it fell from the sky, most of the best teachers went to other areas. Yep. Then they moved on to later pastures. Oh, excuse me. Hell, if you're the only gambler, it's a sure bet all you'll do is win. So the way I look at it, you can't lose. And I'll join as a member of the guild. That is, if you'll have me. I'll support your dream any way I can. I don't know much about the people of this world, but I do know that you are doing the right thing, Lamina. Follow your dream always, and your regrets will be few. I feel so bad. My only thought was how to get you to join the guild. But you were all concerned about me personally. And she just walked right through us.
Oh, I don't deserve to have friends like you. Hiro, I'm sorry I ran away like that. It's just, I got some dirt in my eye.
What? Yeah, you got dirt in your eye, okay. Exact Orangutan said, to be frank, it's had more recent problems too, but, oh yeah, spoilers. Like, one teacher went to Riza, one went to Nanza, some stayed in Arabia. This floor was Mia's room, then they tore it down to make a roof. Yeah, that's right, it used to be Mia's room. That's a tough one. Ouch, that's a tough one, Nuclear Landlord. That's a tough one. Oatmeal Packets clearly she already learned the underwater microphone spell. I'm okay now, let's get moving. I've gotta go see Borgin and Penaguli to save my mother. That lard butt is gonna pay dearly for putting me through this. Does she really think we brought the dirt in her eye routine? Why can't you just admit she was crying? We'd be savage. Alright, so the little save here. And I guess we're gonna go off to Azato's, probably the next area, right? In order to beat Borgin and see my mother back safe, we need the right tools. We better open the treasures of Bane so we can use them. Oh, we can finally open the chest now, huh? I think I can work out a good deal on the rental of them. Oh, what the heck, I'll let you guys use them for free. After all, you are rescuing my mother. Sweet. Alright, so let's go and find all the chests now. So, I think there's a couple in here. And I remember there being some behind it. And then there's the trial cave chests. Vitality Vial! What does that do? Where's the Vitality Vial? Are they not going into their inventory? Where they go? What? Wait a minute. What did I miss here, chat? Oh, it's up here. Recovers from disability. Why does he have the mask? We can read that. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Ichibuti knows too much about the first game. Yeah, I know quite a bit, but I think you remember even more than I do. Exact Orangutan said, I mean, the first game was a while ago. Just a little bit. You know, in the game, it's 1,000 years ago. Ichibuti says you have a weird theory about Mia's dad. You think it's either Dine because of the black hair galleon or some random in vain. Yeah, they never do tell you who it is. Nuclear Landlord says you dodged the rental fee. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. No rental fee here. Plasma Ring. What's that do? Plasma Ring gives an agility of plus 10 and another defense. So who needs the... Let's see. 46. You probably... Is it a good idea to have Ronfar go first as the healer? Like have him go before people? Probably. Yeah, I think Ronfar should have the I think he should have the plasma ring. Not to mention what's he have on right now? He's got the fresh ring? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we want to get it. Boom. Neither of them have any rings. Byron. And then we probably want to take that angel ring and ruby it for now. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Now we'll save you safe. Ichibuti, yeah, you and me both. I really wish they made a third game too and not made that awful dragon song we'll not talk about. Yeah, it's a shame that they did not make one. And they probably never will, unfortunately. Which is also a shame. Alright, we should go behind the buildings now. I think that's a good idea. Some of the music makes you think of Xenogears Town music. Yeah, there's some similarities. This came out before Xenogears, though. Angel Tears obtained! Yay! Everybody should have an Angel Tears if we can help it. So let's see. You have one. You have one. You have one. The only one that doesn't have one right now, then, is Lunar. Well, maybe we'll find him for one. Sunflower seeds obtained. What's that do? Heal stone condition. Oh, that could come too. Let's give one of his herbs. Herbs. We'll give it to Ronfa. There we go. High Spirit says Lunar Dragon Song is tolerable if you go fast enough. No, but see, High Spirits, that's the thing. If you try to go fast by running, you lose life. So they got you there, too. Yeah, same here, Ichibuti. I just watched reviews on it, and I was like, hell no. Nope to the nope. And I'm a big Lunar fan, but I can't do it. It's just everyone hates it. It's just reviled, and no thanks. I don't want to taint my memory of, the first two games. I think we're supposed to now go into the magic trial cave. You would give the plasma ring to Lamina because she's slow. Well, the problem, Ichibuti, is I think the only time it really matters is in boss battles. That's when you really want to go faster. And in a boss battle, the most important thing is not dying, which means you want Ronfar to go sooner rather than later, I think. Because that happened a few times to me where Ronfar just couldn't get off the heal in time, and each time we lost Hero. Because Hero was pretty weak for a while, so I think for now we're going to try Ronfar, and we'll see how it goes. And if I find that Lamina's too unbearable, we can always switch it up. Silverlight! Good stuff. But I don't think he should be the one to have it. I think Lamina should have that. Alright, well, good news is there's no random battles in here. So all we have to do is look around for treasure. We have to go up to that stairway if there's no other treasures here. Yeah, okay. And you think it's Lunar 101 to put me and Lamina in the back because their defense sucks. Did I... Wait, does this game... Oh, how did I forget about that? Good call, Ichibuti. Why did I forget to do that? Oh, it's because I already have it that way. So it should look like this then. Actually, you know what? It should... Let me fix that. It should probably be like this. I think like this. This is probably good. You would have it shaped like an M. You would have put here in the upper left and Jean in the lower left. Ronfar and Lamina in the back. Not Lucia and Lamina. Oatmeal Packet says, you're reminded of the Arc the Lad games where the first few are good and then they just steadily go very wrong. Well, that's the thing. The irony is there weren't even that many games to go wrong because they just kept remaking the first Lunar. If you think about all the Lunar games that came out, you says, yeah, and Ronfar or Lucia are a bit slower. Things of your mind says you'd have them in a V formation for victory! Nice. I'm gonna go with this for now, and we'll see how this works. And if it doesn't work out, we'll take your advice on that. Oh, which reminds me, we can level up some magic right now. Let's see. Let's move dance up to 15. And let's move health up to 15. And can't quite get chance there. We probably shouldn't do anything to wind just yet. Wind is garbage. Yeah, that's good for now. Alright, so we're looking for treasure, we're looking for treasure, looking for treasure. We don't want to go there just yet, in case there's more treasure. Treasure! 1098 silver. That's where we came in at. There, this way. Because Lucia rarely attacks to begin with. Who lit these candles in this cave? I know, right? Actually, I don't even see the candles. But clearly they're here because it's all lit. Herb! Let's see. Treasure. Dover nut. I think that might be the way out right there. Just making sure there's no more treasure. One Jove MTR00 says, "Good evening. This is being played on real hardware, so no. I am playing this on an emulator. I do own this game, and I have the Sega CD, but I find that my Sega CD has trouble reading the disc sometimes, being 25 plus years old, and so rather than get stuck where the game will freeze on me, I decided to emulate it on my Genesis Mini. So it is on a Sega console, but it's on a Sega console that is running an emulator, not the actual Sega Genesis on CD. But it is very accurate compared to the original hardware. It's very tough for me to tell the difference. Exacker Gangaton says, "You don't remember that magic leveling mechanic at all." Yes, that was taken out of the PlayStation port. This is the Sega CD version, so there are some differences. The magic leveling's one. Here's another feature that sucks. When you want to save this game, you probably noticed that I'm doing save states using the emulator, but the way the game wants you to save is, watch this. What do you notice about saving? Look in the upper right corner. Hey there, Duke Donuts. Yes, the joys of real hardware, exactly. There's pros and cons to all of it. Oh, thank you, Things of Your Mind. Actually, that reminds me, I want to take a poll about that. So, do you see the problem with saving for real in this game? Yeah. That was Vic Ireland's decision. So the Japanese Sega CD version doesn't do that. He put in the liner notes in the manual. Here, let me read it to you. Hold, please. So here's the original Sega CD game, which the case is completely annihilated because, you know, I was a kid. But the manual's in very good condition. So is the disc, just not the case. So here's what Vic Ireland wrote about the changes that he made to this game. So he always had a little area called translation notes. And by the way, if it hadn't been for Working Designs, I wouldn't have even played any of these games, so I give him a lot of credit for that. But he wasn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. So here's what he wrote. He wrote, "For Lunar Eternal Blue, only minor things were changed from the original Japanese version, simply because the Japanese version was so incredible. First, the save feature was modified to add cost to each save. We've wanted to do something like this for a long time, and the experience system in this game finally gave us the opportunity. We felt that this would make the game more challenging by making you, the player, decide if the necessity of a save was worth giving up valuable magic experience points." Rage! Yeah, ridiculous. Here's what else he changed. Second, we made it so that the combat system remembers which magic which magic was selected by a character. This seemingly small change makes combat much faster and therefore less tedious. I'll give him that. That is nice that it remembers what you selected, so that was a good change. Third, we added a second song to the CD in standard 44 kHz CD audio form. In the original Japanese version, you could only hear the second song in the game, since it was part of an animation sequence that was compressed. There was just enough space on the CD to fit the second song on in full CD audio, so he put it on so that users could listen to whatever they wanted. That was cool for the time that you could do that, because everything else was compressed, and you had to use a utility to extract it, which was on Zophar's domain, by the way, many years ago. Funny story. And then he said, fourth, special music was added to the sequence within the Star Dragon Tower that provided a better fit with the mood of the game at that point. And then the last thing he added was the outtakes. So, he doesn't mention the Magic Experience system, but that was not in the PlayStation version. That was pulled out of it. And like I said, the saving experience thing is just atrocious. So, in that regards, we are not playing the game exactly as intended, because if we were, we would not be using save states. But beyond save states, which I'm only using, I'm not really save scumming at all. I only did it that one time in the in that one dungeon, the ice cave, because just the ice cave sucks. And I reloaded twice. But besides that, we're sticking with the plan. Let's see, a lot of stuff. What did I all miss here? By the way, welcome on in, Duke Donuts. How you doing tonight? We got to give Duke Donuts a shout out because he is awesome. And if you don't follow Duke Donuts and you don't watch his streams, you need to do that. In fact, you should pause watching me right now. And you should go watch.
This version of Ninja Gaiden spawned out of
tough game.
Wow. Holy shit, did you see that?
That's only ever happened to me like
troll.
1,000 times, Duke Donuts. Like every time I play the game, that's all I do is die in the pits. Die in the pits, die to the enemy, die to the view. So
Secure
let's
all
see
positions. Here we go.
Duke Donuts says...
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Duke Donut says it's worth mentioning that Working Designs was apparently super aggressive. By the way, Wasabi23, thank you so much for the follow, for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. So they were super aggressive in exclusivity and contracting with Japanese developers and publishers. So if Working Designs hadn't existed, we likely would have gotten all the games they did plus more. Interesting. They blocked some games? Which ones did they block? I didn't know that. Exact Orangutan said, you've got to speed up combat so the children can suffer more. Exactly. Oatmeal Packet says, you don't mind limited saves in something like Resident Evil, but it seems rough in a game like this. Yes, it's very rough in a game like this. And especially on the Sega CD, which even when the system was at its peak and it was new, sometimes the games crashed. Like, sometimes the disc reader just stopped reading them. Like, that was a thing that happened. So you really need to save a lot, in my opinion, and this game discourages you from doing it, which is, I think, is berserk. Duke Donut says Vic Ireland's also in a twist lie about the changes they made to games. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I think he definitely left out, where it's like, you know, he changed the difficulty and the tables of like how hard a monster was or how much money, how much things cost. Like, I know there's differences there between the Japanese version and the American, but he doesn't talk about them. No problem, Duke Donuts. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. The first time you've played this was the PS1 version, Silver Star Story. Yeah, I have the PlayStation versions. I would say that for Lunar 1, I liked the Sega CD version better. I thought it had the better soundtrack, though they're both good. And I liked the story better. They totally changed the story on the PlayStation version. But for Lunar 2, I actually prefer the PlayStation version because they got rid of random battles. They got rid of this ridiculous save mechanic that Vic Ireland added. Unfortunately, he didn't add it back in the PlayStation. Well, technically it was the Saturn version. He brought it to PlayStation. And the cutscenes are also better. And the soundtrack. The songs are the same for the most part, but they're higher quality. Hey, Wasabi. Duke Donut says 6 frames of artificial input latency and... Wow, I didn't know that. Why did he do that? And a DPCM bug that randomly presses right on certain instruments in the music. Wow. ROM hack to make it really stupid. Didn't know that either. They significantly improved Silhouette Mirage, says Oatmeal Packet, if you recall, so kudos to WD for that. Yeah, what did they change there? That I'm not familiar with. Dragon Kobold says the bosses were hard no matter the level. I'm glad they took that out of the PS1 version. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, suffice it to say, we have not used that save mechanic one time in this emulator. Did I miss any chest chat? I didn't look on the left or right-hand side just there. Maybe I should have. Let's go back and check. Yeah, let me just make sure. Oh, see, we missed one. 596 silver. See, that's 596 silver more that we have that we wouldn't have had otherwise. Let's check the right-hand side, too. Anything up here? Nope. Okay. Now we've cleared it. Yoink. Silhouette Mirage used to have a weird ammo system that they modified quite a bit so it made more sense. Interesting. He said, for example, we added +1 to monster values in Exile 2. That's like plus up to 1,000% on a per enemy basis. Based on how the changes work in game, there's no way they weren't intentional that way. Now, do you think that was an intentional lie? Where he didn't want people to know just how much worse he made it? Or do you think that he intended it to be that way, but the programmers just screwed up? Because I don't think Vic Ireland actually was a programmer, right? He was like, he ran things. But he would be relying on the programmers that he hired to make the changes to do it right. So how do you know, like, how do we know they didn't screw up? Morton's Fork? Like, that's the thing with when you start tinkering with a game. Like, I know for me, yeah, either way, Duke Donuts, it's a big problem. Like, he owns it, whichever one it is. It's on Vic. I didn't know that he was blocking releases because of the exclusivity agreements. I didn't realize he was doing that. Okay, so I think we're supposed to go to Azado now. I just don't remember where it is. I feel like it's south. Let's just make sure. Here, Borgen's kidnapped your mother. I don't know. Don't worry, though. I won't let that oversized sloth get away with it. He'll pay. You oversized sloth, Borgen. You know how much trouble you're having raising money for Vane's restoration. Anything I can do to help? You can make a hefty donation to the cause, or you can donate to the Buy Lamina Some Manners Fund. Manners? Oh, poo. I have plenty of manners. Were these people? Yeah, we already talked to you about it. Alright, well, I remember them saying it's south, so that's where we're going to go. You now wonder what working designs did with the Lunger. I never got to play a Lunger. One of these days. Ichibuti says you still like the PS1 version of Lunar because of cutscenes and the character development. I mean, they're both good games. It's just... So, I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you exactly what it was about the remake that drove me berserk. There's this one story element. So they changed a whole ton. Like, the story's very different. But there's this one particular thing that they removed that I don't understand. And it was, without getting too spoilery, there's a sequence where, in the original Sega CD version of Lunar, something happens to the villagers of Berg. If you watched my stream a couple months ago where I went through Lunar 1 for Sega CD, you know which scene I'm talking about. And that was it was a whole plot thing, where you had to go track them down, and then you had to go into the mines of Talon Mines, right? That whole sequence is missing. It's just not there in the PlayStation version. It never happens. And that went such a long way, in my opinion, to making you want to fight Galleon. Like, Galleon's really evil. We got to get this guy. I don't know if they retconned it because in the sequel, well, I don't want to spoil this. You're not seeing it, but you'll see. Galleon is written a little differently. You'll see as it goes on. So maybe based on what Galleon does in this game by the end, maybe they decided they wanted to change what he does and doesn't do in the first game. But that's George Lucas-y to me, which, hey, you know, people can do what they want with their own creations, but I don't like it. So I like the PlayStation version. I just don't consider it it's not the same game. It's like how FF7 Remake is fun, but it's not the same game. By the way, I preferred Remake, just so you know. I wasn't a big fan of the PlayStation version, I'm sorry. But in this case, I just think that the Sega CD version was superior because of that. All good, Mother Antares. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I want to try a Lunger one of these days. Exactly, Chibuti. I really feel like they should have. Hey, Lars Mandel. How you doing? I'm doing great. Duke Donuts says, it's not like they specifically said you're not going to release X, Y, or Z, but it's more of a legal issues making publishers more gun-shy of working with other publishers. I got you. I got you now. And yes, the cutscenes and such in Lunar 1 for Sega CD, there were not a lot of them. Looks like WD did the opposite with Silhouette Mirage, difficulty according to CCRF. All the items in the shops are more expensive. See, enemy attacks do more damage. Yeah, that clearly they modified and just didn't say it. Using attacks cost spirit. Not the case in the Japanese version, meaning you could use any of the weapons as much as you wanted. Yeah. And that was Silhouette Mirage. Yeah, good question. Arc the Lad Trilogy is another one I never got to experience. See, that was during the time when I was running Zophar's domain, like, and I wasn't able to play a lot of games. I know that sounds crazy, but I spent so much time on the website, so I had to be very choosy about, you know, which games I picked up. But Alundra, Arc the Lad, like, those are games I definitely want to play. Yeah, exactly. Civic Games movies are never finished. All right, we're gonna go south. We're gonna go south, and hopefully we find the town of Azado on the way. That didn't work. Pew! Every time I hear that sound effect, it reminds me of Ninja Gaiden. Like when you bump into an enemy, it's like pew! Pew! Alright, well I guess we can start playing the game. An hour and 18 minutes into the stream. Oh, I distract myself so easily, chat. But it's good times. I have a lot of fun. I love chatting with you. Never be afraid to chat with me. Just know that my multitasking ability sucks. And I know that sounds crazy given that my full-time career is as a manager, but yeah. Such is life. Does this go anywhere? I hope this is taking me the right direction. I guess if we keep going south, we'll hit it. There's one manual translation notes for a Working Designs game where it's literally describing the opposite of what they did with the game's balance. Which one was that? Do you know which game that was? Have some root beer. On and on again. Ooh, they are getting strong. Why is the Lunar fighting this person with the belt and arrow? These rabbits look like this. Rabbit fish. See, as Hero gets levels, Lucia gets more powerful. So, like, she's gonna start to come in the factor in battles, which is good. And we'll want to keep her alive more. Ichibuti says, you wish that you knew how to make the website because you have a cheat sheet and a Google Doc of the items, what attack, power, defense, etc. Well, I'll tell you something, Ichibuti. I didn't know how to make a website, and I still don't know how to make a website. Do you want to know how I made Zophar's domain? Do you want to really know the truth? I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And by the way, I'm doing the same thing when it comes to streaming, just to be clear. I knew in my head what I wanted to do. I had no idea how to do it. So I started going to other websites to see what they did. And I started getting ideas. Okay, this person does it like this. This person does it like this. Here's how they do frames, because back then frames was a big thing. Here's how they do tables. Here's how they link their you know, and how they format their graphics. And I looked at all those things. And the thing with HTML is you can see the source very easily in any web page you want back then. Everything was in HTML. So you just go to the website and you just view the HTML file and all the code's right there. And I taught myself basically reverse engineering, looking at the code from all the websites. And that's how I learned what code to put in my website. So I learned, okay, if you want to link something, it's tag ahref equals blah, 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 blah. I don't mean to be getting in the weeds, by the way, here, chat. And then I would go in my I use Notepad to do this, by the way. Microsoft Notepad in Windows 95. And then I just started typing it in. And then I said, oh, this is cool. This website does tables. How do they do tables? Let's go see how they did it. Oh, okay, TD, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I see how they did it. And then I would try it on mine. And then I would upload it, and when it didn't work, I would edit it again and upload it again. And like back in those days, especially in the early days of the website, I'm literally constantly re-uploading and refreshing the site. And if you happen to be trying to look at my website during these times, you get like all kinds of screwed up, broken links. But this was the wild, wild west. So when it comes to streaming, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to other streamers and I'm asking them questions. And like Duke Donuts, you've been awesome. And I talked to Chade and I talked to Rig and I look and see how you all do it. And then I take the things that I find will work the best for me and I try to implement them. So what I basically is saying is, you say you don't know how to make a website, but don't be afraid if you really want to. Just dive in. So what if you make it and you mess it up? Just edit it, re-upload it, try it again. You'll get it. That's all you gotta do. 99% of everything I do is trial and error, man. So there you go. There's deep thoughts from Zophar. Now you know the secret. Right? You know that they say a magician should never reveal his tricks, but I just taught you one of my tricks. Trial and error, trial and error. Duke Donut says you're not certain you think it might have been Popful Mail. Oh, interesting. I have Popful Mail. I could look at that real quick. The manual says we made the game way easier because games are hard in Japan. Well, there's no way. Popful Mail was friggin' hard. This is the American version. I'll have to check that out. Getting strong like Rocky. It's a shame that everything's all JS now. Yeah, JavaScript, that's right. Server-side generation, yeah, SQL and that kind of stuff. Same, dude. That's how you made Leper's SNES emulation page. Yes, you did, Leper. Yes, you did. Civic Games says reverse engineering, trial and error. Pro programming. Shade. Oh, I'm sorry, Duke Donuts. Sade. The Zophar secrets. Here, hang on one second, Duke. I wanna check to see if it's Popful Mail. Don't worry, chat. I promise we will be playing some more Lunar 2 momentarily here. So, Popful Mail. This is $750 at my local game store, which I think is crazy. I paid $19.99 for it in 1994.
Secure all
The
positions.
game is fun, but
Here we go.
Charge!
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
it came with an attention. Read this first. It tells you about saving the game and such. Adventure Tom, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. So here's the translation notes. No problem, Duke Donuts. Yeah, the Sega CD prices and Saturn prices are both crazy. And of course, they're my favorite friggin' systems. The Genesis, the Sega CD, and the Saturn. So, go me, I guess. Alright, this is what the translation notes say. Hang on, just give me a second here, I'm trying to find it. Well, we made it. For a while there, I wasn't entirely
Secure
certain
all
we
positions. Here we go.
Charge!
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Dragon Kobold, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. So it says, well, we made it. For a while there, I wasn't entirely certain we would. Popful Mail is, without a doubt, the largest conversion task we've ever undertaken. As you probably know by now, the game features almost 3 hours of audio and 39 speaking parts. For that reason, with 2 teams working, it took us about 4 months to complete this project, instead of the usual 2 to 3. In order to fit 3 hours of spoken dialogue and animation audio on a CD that's only designed to hold a bit over 60 minutes and still have room for all the program data, the audio had to be compressed. In the case of Popful Mail, 2 kinds of compression were used. For the game dialogue, where the characters pop up on screen and talk, the 44 kHz CD audio was reduced to mono. Then the sampling rate was cut in half to 22 kHz, which is about 40% better than telephone line quality, assuming you have a good connection. Lunar 2 did 32 kHz, if I recall. This reduced the amount of data space to 1/4 of the size it would have been if we'd used full stereo CD audio, which is kind of pointless for dialogue only anyway. The animation scenes, a higher sampling rate was necessary to accurately reproduce voice, music, and sound effects that were present in each scene, usually all at the same time. First of all, the audio was again reduced to mono, cutting the sound data in half. Then a dynamic sampling algorithm was used at a frequency that varied from 24 to 38 kHz depending on the density of the signal it was fed. Using this method for approximately 20 minutes of animation audio, reduced the space required for about a third of full 44 kHz stereo audio. He keeps talking about audio here, dialogue, lip syncing, pretty well. I'm just kind of skipping past this chat. Lots more audio, more audio. This time around, we made the usual gaggle of changes to make the game better than its Japanese incarnation. The clouds in the Elfwood stage were made to scroll lazily by to enhance the 3D effect of the level. A game timer was added so that you, the player, could keep track of your game time beating the game. Monster difficulties were adjusted and rebalanced to make the game more challenging. There were a number of audio events that were added. We hope you noticed by now this manual is in color, a first for the Sega CD. We intend all our future manuals to be in glorious color. Then he wants to thank all the people that send in their gamer scorecards for Lunar and Vi. T-shirts, hats, thank you, we appreciate you, blah, blah, blah. So no, Duke Donuts, this is, there's nothing in this one about the difficulty. But there's no question, this game is friggin' hard. I don't know if the Japanese version was like this, but it sure felt really hard to me. I did beat this. One time I beat it. This is one of the games I am going to stream eventually, but it's very hard. I remember it being very difficult. I actually would say this one is harder than Lunar 2, because at least in Lunar 2, it's turn-based, whereas Popful Mail is action RPG, and so reflexes matter. But there you go. He doesn't mention jacking item prices up. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Ichibuti says, why is there a sound delay on the emulator you're using in Lunar 1 on the Sega CD? A couple questions about that, Ichibuti. First question is, when you say a sound delay, do you mean like literally lag? Like you press a button and instead of hearing the sound effect immediately, it takes a bit? Or like, you know, like that kind of lag? Pawson Laberstead, hi by the way, says, loved Popful Mail, used to have all those working design games. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Despite the obvious problems that we're learning as time goes on. Maybe not so obvious. Duke Donuts has been educating me. It's a good thing you can check out games from your library and exactly. Exactly. Oh, did we make it to Azato? Is this Azato? I wasn't even paying attention to where we were going. Yep, we made it to Azato. Yay! Ron Farr says, if I remember correctly, there was a transport device here that connects Azato to Panagoulia. Welcome, welcome. This is Azato, the good time port. This is a great town. You're guaranteed a smashing time while you're here. That is, if you don't mind the fact that we're constantly under attack. But that's a small price to pay for our hedonistic pleasures. Oh, and don't forget to check out the awesomeness of Azato Tower. Yoink. Savey save. There's just a sound delay with the cutscenes, intro, and the music. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. So the Red Book audio, the CD tracks, are not playing at the exact instant when it's supposed to be loading. So yeah, that is a problem I've noticed, Ichibuti, on some emulators. It doesn't happen quite as bad on RetroArch's plugin that I use, which is Genesis Plus GX, the KMFD Manic plugins. So what I would say, Ichibuti, is if you're using RetroArch, check the plugin that you're using. I recommend using the latest version of Genesis Plus GX if you're using RetroArch. The Mister. So Duke Donuts, interestingly, yes, I do. We were actually chatting about this for a while in one of my streams yesterday. I actually streamed twice. We were talking about this during the day stream. Who was it that came in? Coffee Cup Arcade was here for a while talking about the Mister. And my feeling on the Mister is I'm not ruling it out. I want to try it, Duke Donuts. The problem is everyone that's told me about it, the main draw of it, because of the fact that Misters use MPGA technology, which means it's hardware emulation versus software, so I get all that. But the main draw seems to be the elimination of lag, like input lag specifically. But I don't really play a lot of games where it matters too much to me. Like, I'm not a speedrunner. So, I guess so far I'm not... For me, I can see the value for certain types of gamers. I don't know if there's value of it to me, if that's the big draw. So I guess what I'd ask you, Duke Donuts, is beyond input lag differences, are there any other reasons why I might want to use a Mister? A different kind of accuracy. Can you expand on that? Ichibuti, you said you tried RetroArch, but it doesn't work for me. Meaning, like, technically doesn't work for you, or just you're not into RetroArch? If I were you, I would stay at the inn here in town. They have magic beads that will protect you from most monster attacks. You never know where or when the monsters are going to attack. They just appear out of thin air and destroy whatever's in their path. The beads are the only thing that stops them. They won't touch a horse displaying them. It's a safe bet that I won't be spending the night here, with or without those stinking beads. Oh God. We bought jeweled beads to keep this house safe from harm. The priests say that as long as we have them, we'll never get attacked. Tech. What kind of computer do you have, Ichibuti? Using a PC, using a Mac, you're running Linux? Or are you trying to do it on like a mini console like I do? You have an HP laptop running Windows. And when you try to run RetroArch, what's it do? Duke Donut says on a per-core basis, that is to say, specific implementation of the system, there's a possibility for it to be more accurate than emulation, because the approach is different. Think of it more as a clone console using slightly different hardware than as an emulator. But let me ask this, Duke Donut. So, it has the potential to be more accurate, but you're still at the I don't want to use the word the mercy of, but I will use it because I don't know what other word to use. You're still at the mercy of whoever is writing the software, right? You still have to write the software. You still have to make the core, which means a programmer still has to implement it. You could have bugs just like you would have in software emulation. So for me, it's like, this is where like my head gets stuck with this stuff. The reason I would see to use original hardware, I totally get why you'd want to do that, right? It's the original thing. There's challenges using it, which we were just talking about some of them before, like CD players and skipping lasers, and and there's solutions for that, card readers and blah blah blah. But then you're modifying the hardware. So I get the original hardware argument. But yeah, exactly, but you're still relying upon the developers to make a core that follows the principles of design, making it similar to hardware than that makes it more similar to hardware than emulation. However, while you're let me go in this house here. At night, I can hear the screams of frightened children. By the way, this music is friggin' awesome, isn't it, chat? Love it. The beast runs rampant through this town. What beast? It's getting creepy. During the day, it's okay to walk around the village, but night's another story entirely. That's when we huddle in our homes and pray to see the next day. Casey Longus has seen greatly improved frame pacing on Mister. It looks like solid. Also, there's a widescreen hack for the PS1 that's really nice. That's interesting. Many of the existing cores are so similar to hardware that on direct analog video capture, the only thing you have to adjust versus real hardware is capture phase. Well, let me ask you a question. So, like, right now I'm playing this game, as you know, using software emulation. I'm running RetroArch, I'm using Genesis Plus GX software emulation core, and I'm playing it on a Genesis Mini, which is basically a RetroPie, same idea. And so, what would the benefit, for example, of me playing this? Well, I guess the first question is, does the Mister have a Sega CD core? That's number one. And then number two, what would we get out of this? Both me and you being the person watching my stream, and me being the person playing the game on the stream. What would the benefit for me be? Which you have to adjust based on every specific setup, even with real hardware one console to another. What is with these beads outside of the houses here, chat? Look at this. They're scared that... How come me going down opens the door? Come on. They're scared that not having it is going to cause monsters to come in? That's crazy. Some believe that the 4 dragons and the Dragon Master are powerful enough to protect Althena forever. I find that hard to believe. Step right up, my good man. I know what you're going to say. Sure, it's full of holes. Let me show you some of the finer things about this home. Hey, come back here.
Secure all positions. Here we go.
Can you go in there? Nope.
Charge! Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Eric Channel TV, thank you so much for following, for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. You don't know that it would have a benefit. So this is the thing, like, it sounds like it would be fun to try. Like, believe me, you know, with Zophar's domain, I just had a lot of fun with different emulators and trying different features, and so I get the fun aspect of it and the tinkering aspect. The thing with the Mister, though, the Mister is a much more expensive hobby to get into than the emulation is. Because with emulation, you generally just, you got to make sure your hardware can handle the emulator, but you don't just buy hardware just for emulators. You're, like, for example, my hardware can stream, I can visit websites, I can watch movies, I can play games, I can do a lot of stuff. The Mister has one purpose, right, which is to play video games as accurately as possible, as close to the original hardware as possible, because it's hardware emulation. I saw, I forget what the link was, but Coffee Cup Arcade yesterday sent me to, oh god, where is it? I bookmarked it somewhere in here. But he sent me somewhere, and let me see if, hold on one second here, chat, I want to try to find it. Here it is. So he sent me to MrAddons.com, and they sell a pre-configured Mister for $550. That's basically the price of, like, that's buying a computer, but it only plays emulator cores. It's designed with one purpose. So for me, it's like, is it worth it for me to spend $550 for a Mister? Will it gain me anything that I'm not already gaining from software emulation where it would matter to me as much? You know what I mean? Duke Donuts says, well, unless you want to use a D10 Nano for FPGA development. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that this uses a DE10. Yeah, it does. Includes DE10 Nano, it does. So, like... yeah. So what I'm saying, Duke Donuts, is I'm not, like, shutting the door on a Mister. I would love to get myself in front of one and try it. It's just, I don't know if I want to pay the money right now when I want to, you know, there's a lot of other things I guess I'm saying I could do with that money to improve the stream instead of going with the Mister first. Maybe that's something like I could do down the line. Yeah, I got you. And I'm sure, Duke Donuts, that the whole chip shortage thing that's been going on worldwide is not helping matters there either, right? 30 years, 360 payments, and for what? I'll tell you. For nothing. Just look at this mess. Those blasted monsters destroyed my beautiful home. I knew I should have gotten Monster Raid insurance. Monster Raid insurance, oh dear. The only thing worth having around here are the beads of Althena. But hey, my husband made some that work just as well. We're selling them on the black market. Beads! How far we've come with emulators, right? Yeah, exactly. When I ran Zophar's domain, at no point during the 4 years that I was running it did we have a working Sega CD emulator. It didn't exist. The closest we had Genesis-wise, emulation-wise, were Icer Addis's awesome Genesis emulator and Steve Snake's amazing K-Gen emulator. That's what we had. And neither one of them at the time ran Sega CD games. So the whole reason I got into emulation, which was to play games on systems that no longer worked, my Sega CD being one of them that just broke down, I had to buy it twice, and the lasers just weren't reading discs anymore on either of them after a while, was to play the Lunar games again, and I didn't get to do it. And they never came out during the time I ran it. But now, you know, 20 years later, I come back and, like, everything all the way up to PlayStation is emulated pretty well. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega CD, 32X, PlayStation 1, like, they work really well. And then, of course, your really old stuff like Atari 2600, 5270, like, they really work well. But, you know, there's something to be said for accuracy, which is why I get the original hardware argument. I guess I'm just having trouble, like, wrapping my head around the cost of a Mister versus the benefits, you know? We'll see. Casey Longa says you just thought it was mind-blowing to play Super Nintendo on a 486 when the Super Nintendo was still selling. It was. Remember Virtual Super Magicom VSMC, Super Passifami, and then SNES 96, which eventually became SNES 9X, and then ZSNES came, which was awesome. It was all done in assembly for DOS. Oh, those were the days. Duke Donut says, tell you what, if you're interested in seeing some of the stuff on the Mister itself, just let you know when I'm doing a variety stream. You'll be happy to load it up and show some stuff off. So that's the challenge, Duke Donut. So you see what you just said there? This is the problem. I've watched a few streams where people use Misters, but I don't think that the benefit of the Mister you can really see on a stream. I think you have to, like for the real stuff, like the input lag stuff, the way the game feels to you, I have to actually try it. Like, I'll be able to see it graphically and music-wise, sure, but what I really want to do, and I don't know anyone, so I got to figure that out, is I want to, like, get myself in front of a Mister and try a Mister and play with it and learn how to, like, load up cores and, like, just kind of get into it, get my hands on it. But that will require me to shell out the money, which I have. Don't get me wrong, I can buy it. I'm not broke. I can buy it. I just go back to this product because I'm a manager. I keep going back to, well, I could take that same money and I could do this, or I could upgrade my, you know, this piece of hardware, or get more RAM, or buy this game system, or, like, there's all these other things I also want to do. So we'll see. But I'll tell you what, Duke Donuts, I would like to see you stream something on the Mister one of these days. So I would say the next time I see you on, I'll pop in, and if you're doing variety streaming and I ask and you want to load it up, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing it. So let's go in this house and see what we got. My children can't sleep through the night since the monster attack started. All they do is cry. There's no way to comfort them. Aww. I know what you're thinking, but you mustn't. Your Rage! So, chat, did I ever tell you that's like the one thing when certain words are spelled wrong? I don't know why I lose my mind, and I feel the need to correct the person. Your is the big one for me because there's your Y-O-U apostrophe R-E and then your. So whenever I see that, and I've made this mistake by the way before too, but I don't know why. Whenever I notice it, I'm like, oh no, it's not your thinking, it's your Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Manicate says nice hair. Yar, thank you, Manicate. I'm glad you appreciate me hair. It's not my hair. This be my hair. But you mustn't feel that way. I want you to look into the mirror and repeat after me. Alright, cool, Duke Donuts. That sounds good to me. There is nothing wrong with me. The world loves me. I am a good person. Yeah, there is a little bit of a lag on it, isn't there? Has there always been that lag? I've never noticed that before. Yeah, you're right. Why are you lagging? That's a Streamlabs thing. Is it? Hold on, let me take a look. You might be right. I might be able to fix that. Hold please. Because I was messing around with the layout, and I was resizing it. So you are most likely correct. Let me just see if I can fix that. You're right. You're right. Look at that. There it is. All right. Let me see if this is fixable. Okay. All right. Let's lock it back. All right. Try saying something, Manicate. Good call. You got it. You're all awesome. Good job. Manicate and Duke Donuts. That is teamwork right there. That's right. That's why you are the amazing partner. And I have much to learn from you. I am but the grasshopper. Chat, while we're here, by the way, since we have a good amount of us on right now, I want to run a poll real quick. So I'm going to do that. And this poll is going to ask about the layout. Do you like the new layout? And we're going to have, looks great, don't like it, didn't notice. We'll run this poll for 10 minutes, starting now. So please give your feedback. You know I love feedback. For those of you that have been on my stream enough times, you know it. And we'll put up this little do you like the new layout block, which I'm gonna move over here because I don't like where it is. There we go. And we'll lock that in. You know I love feedback. We did that yesterday, Things in Your Mind. We did that on the spooky stream. That was a lot of fun, by the way, last night. I really enjoyed playing that. Let's talk to this poor little kid in the bed. Mama! Papa! If you don't move, the monster can't see you. Oh. Poor kiddo. Poor kiddo. good answer, Duke Donuts. Even bigger game equals even better to me. You want to have 5? Yep. Yeah. That sounds like it'll be a funny text-to-speech right there. You don't even know what feedback sounds like in onomatopoeia. It sounds like... Oh, I'm not going to do it. If anyone's wearing headphones, I'll kill them. Like, I would absolutely annihilate their ears if I tried to do it. I don't want to be that. But you can imagine what I would do if I didn't want to destroy your eardrums. The only thing worth having around here are the beads of Althena. But hey, my husband just made some that work just as well. We're selling them on the black market. Is there, was that a... Were they making the joke I think they were making? Things of Your Mind. Thank you so much for the Tier 1 gift sub to 260 Ruby. Greatly appreciate the support of the realm and the domain. And 260 Ruby, wherever you are, enjoy the gift sub. Was that similar to like a Galleon or a Lucia gift sub? Or was there actually like a 260 Ruby somewhere around here? Like, did you pick that person on purpose, Things in Your Mind, or did you let it randomly choose? My fiancé is so busy working that he never spends any time with me. I'm beginning to think that he thinks his work is more important than I am. Doesn't she know this is a dog-eat-dog world? Now she tells me that she wants me to spend time at some shrink's office. That's all I want. Have some clown tell me how to solve my problems. I began to think this relationship just didn't want to work. Oh geez, look at that. I'm late for work. Just great. I'm sure people are lined up at the gate waiting to buy beads. And I show up late to open the gate. Just great. I gotta go. See ya. Oh, he really is going. Wow. Hey, I think we finally talked to the right guy. I mean, his personal life's a mess, but he's the gatekeeper. Oh my god, they're making a joke. Now we can get to the transport device in Azado Tower. That's really funny. They're making a joke about, you know, how you have to find the right NPC to talk to progress the game. Oh, that's crazy. Things in your mind says, La, wanted to see if that 259 would turn into 216 out in a ruby. But appreciate you, things in your mind. One of the priests from the cult was here the other day. He said that Penigulia has been sealed to protect the goddess. But I've also heard that a fearsome evil is already in Penigulia. And Althena and Zophar. Other Zophar. Alright, let's go across the bridge. Please, sir, them only cost about 1,000 silver. I need them to keep bad monsters away. You gotta help me. Oh, I don't think I pronounced any of that right. I think I see what they were going for there. I've heard that a Dragon Master's returned to serve the goddess Althena. The position of Dragon Master is the highest rank that anyone can achieve. Why would the goddess in all her power rely on a simple human to protect her? These Dragon Masters must possess extraordinary power. This is all your fault, says Matt Kate. Alright, let's go in the item shop here. The items I sell are known the world over. What can I do for you? Buy stuff. Alright, let's see. Fire ring, fresh ring, refresher ring. None of this is stuff we're going to buy, by the way. We got more angel tears, but we're not going to buy it just yet, because we may be buying a bunch of weapons and armor depending on what's here. So let's see. The poison antidote can go to... Yeah, you know what? We got to offload some of this stuff. Here we go. Let's ruby some stuff. We'll ruby this. We'll ruby an herb. Trying to give everyone at least 2 free slots. We'll ruby 2 herbs. We'll ruby 1 herb. And we'll ruby 1 herb. We'll do a savey save. And now we gotta find a weapon and an armor shop. Which has gotta be one here somewhere. The gals and I have been talking lately. It seems that the goddess has sealed some evil god in around Penigulia. They say his name is Zophar or something. And just between you and me, I think Zophar just might be a hunk. They're talking about this Zophar, chat, trust me. He just needs the right woman to tame his fiery soul. No. Zophar is the essence of evil. There's no telling how long Althena's power can keep him sealed. Hero, we must hurry and get to Penigulia. See? That's Zophar. That's it. Oh dear. The greatest of the 4 heroes is the legendary White Knight Leo. You can't tell which one's me and which one's the evil god. Since my dad died from the last monster attack, I had no money to buy the beads. But the White Knight took pity on me and gave me the beads for free. Hey, do you have anything you want to give me? You mean besides a lesson on how impolite it is to beg? She is ferocious. It seems as if the only ones making money off the monster crisis is Althena's cult. I'm starting to get the feeling that we're being had by the cult, but I just don't know how they're controlling the monsters. Did we miss the shop, chat? Like, where does this take us? Is this the other part of town, or is this, like, a tower? Where is it taking us? Let's see. Stop! Only the High Priest can enter the Sanctuary Tower. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I don't think... Before we go in there, let's go back. I feel like we missed the weapon and armor shop. We had to have missed it. We missed the weapon and armor shop. Somehow, why? We missed the shop. Did we miss the shop? Can we go up here? Oh, that's why. The priests of the cult use the name of Althena to do anything they want. I think they're the ones that need their soul saved. Have you heard about White Knight Leo and Red Priest Mari? Only about 100 times. The only people that don't know about the 4 heroes are Manuel. Oh god. What else? I don't think so. Leo and Mari are 2 of the 4 heroes. Lord Leo is the head of Althena's guard and the chief of the Destiny. Mari is Leo's sister and high priestess to goddess Althena. Although I haven't ever seen her, she's supposed to be absolutely stunning. Hi. Here's the tavern. Yeah, Vic Ireland, man. See, I don't know. When I was a teenager, I didn't pick up on a lot of this stuff. Like, it wouldn't... None of this stuff flies now. Come on, let's have some drinks on the house. Drinks, drinks, drinks. If I keep this up, maybe the bartender will give me a free drink to shut me up. Take it from someone who knows. Don't ever get involved with an alcoholic. They lie, cheat, steal, anything to get another drink. It's wiped out our finances. There's no way in hell that I'm going to give my money to the priests. Yeah, it was a very different time, man. Okay, there were a lot, and that's not the only thing. Like, there were a lot of aspects that everyone just openly mocked, and people didn't know. When I could use it to buy another brew. I mean, I'll tell you something, man, Kate. I think I mentioned this a few streams ago, that I suffer from anxiety, among other things. I didn't even know what the hell that was in the 90s. Like, people said I was a worrywart. Oh, you're always worrying about stuff. Don't worry so much. Don't get so upset over things. Like, why do you let it get you? Don't worry about what this or people say about this or how you feel about that. Or, like, there were times it would get so bad, and it still does from time to time. Like, you get this pit in your stomach, and you start getting queasy, and it's just building up, and it's if you don't have anxiety, it's hard to describe this, but if you do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this wasn't, nobody talked about this. Like, I didn't know it was a thing. I just thought I just needed to stop worrying. And I would try, and it never happened. Or I just needed to chill out. So like I said, when we play these games and this kind of stuff, like, it happened, but, I would like to think that if they were to make this game today, I really would like to see them, like, redo this, but keep the story. But I would say, like, change up some of those jokes, like, there's tons of stuff that you could joke about. You could pull out the stuff about mental illness. You could pull out some of the, like, you know which bits I'm talking about. Some of the stuff you could pull out. Physically handicapped, like that. There's jokes like that in here, like that kind of stuff. Still a great game. I still enjoy it, but, I hope one day they redo this and they change some of that stuff up, Sue and Wolfie, how you doing? You're curious, is this my #1 favorite RPG as a whole, or is FF6 your favorite? Okay, I'm gonna answer this interestingly. So this is what I would say. This was my favorite RPG of all time for a very long time. But I'll tell you something. The more of the working designs games that I replay now. So I've replayed the first one, and I'm now working on this. And I do plan on replaying some of the others. My memory of the game is different than my perception of it today in some areas. Does that make sense what I just said? Like,
Secure
I think
all positions.
that
Here we go.
some
Full ahead. Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Arula, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm of the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Yeah, I think that some of the humor didn't age as well. I think that some of the gameplay, like the random battles, didn't age as well. But I think the story absolutely is timeless. The soundtrack is amazing. The characters are very well thought out. That stuff hasn't changed. So what I think I would probably say now is that I probably would still call this my favorite RPG of all time, but I would also say that Final Fantasy VI is amazing. It's very close for me, and I think it aged a lot better. That's what I would say. And yeah, I was about to say Square did it too. I mean, think about the remake, how they changed the whole Honeybee Mansion, for example, because of, the sensitivities of the 90s versus today. It's all along the same type of lines. It was just, different stuff. So yeah, I'm a bit more nostalgic for working designs, but there are things that I am not like I didn't remember that make me cringe now. You're seeing it, like you can tell whenever like I go like whenever I start reading something and then I stop and I skip over it, that's a cringe moment. That's an oh no, like whoa, like no. So, oh, Expendable Gamer, Chrono Trigger is amazing. That's up there with Final Fantasy VI for me. I would probably say that Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI were the greatest Super Nintendo RPGs of all time, easily. I would say Final Fantasy VI is the greatest Final Fantasy of all time. And I would probably put them at 2 and 3 below... No, I'd probably say 3 and 4. I would probably say it goes, for me, my favorite RPGs would look like this. Lunar for Sega CD, Lunar 2 for Sega CD, and sometimes I flip-flop them. And then Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger, and sometimes I flip-flop them. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And then everything else is a little further below those 4. I should probably add Chrono Trigger to games I want to play on the front page. I just keep forgetting to do it. Manicate, you're probably right. I don't think people would put in the effort because it's just not as well known as the Final Fantasies and Chrono Triggers. But yeah, Duke Donuts, it would be nice to see a hack for someone to see what they can do with it. Like, it would be neat to see a community hack, actually. The problem with that is, what would you do about the cutscenes? Like, would you just leave the cutscenes intact? I guess you could. I don't think there's anything really outdated in the cutscenes. Yeah, I hear you, Arroweye. We agree. By the way, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Is it Arrowlay or Arrowline? You think as long as we can look back on these things, Manicate, signs of the times and nothing to feel good about. Yeah, I'm with you there, 100%. What's my take on Phantasy Star 1? Okay, don't kill me here, because I'm sure you see I love Sega, and I love Sega RPGs. I never played Phantasy Star 1, I never played Phantasy Star 3, and I only very briefly played 2 and 4, and I never owned any of them except for 2. And that's because, for some reason, the Phantasy Star games to me were very difficult. 2 was very difficult, and it was so hard for me to like get past the beginning of the game, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, items were named weird things, and like it was just very weird to me, and so I didn't make a connection, so I never got into it. Like, for me, you know, Lunar has the whole human element, like love conquers all theme, like that kind of stuff, and, you know, finding your other and pushing past, you know, not believing in yourself. Like, there's always great themes in Lunar. And then you have games like Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest, which is like, you know, the whole fantasy theme, Shining Force, knights and armor and magic, and Phantasy Star was just, I don't know, I had no emotional connection to it, so I couldn't get into it. I'd like to give it another try. I mean, I was watching Rig play it, all the Phantasy Stars a couple of months ago, and I was like, man, I need to give these games another shot. So I would say, Duke Donuts, once I get through all the games that are on my list that I really want to play first, I would absolutely consider playing all the Phantasy Stars on stream. I would. I would give it another chance. Yeah, I saw that. It is available on Switch, and I have a Switch. Chat, I just have to run to the bathroom real quick, so just hang out for just a moment here. Don't change that channel. Zophar will be right back. We're back. Voice stuff's tough, but still more straight-laced than the tech stuff, at least in Lunar, says Duke Donuts. Arrowlay. Okay, good. Arrowlay it is. I will remember. Master Bismuth loves to build a tavern with huge holes in the floor. Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright, okay. So, out of the 11 of you who voted, 6 say it looks great, 5 didn't notice, and no one doesn't like it. Alright. That sounds like winning to me, chat. Appreciate the feedback. And we're going to keep this layout, and the only other thing that I'm considering, and maybe this is a poll question too for a future stream, but let me say this, a couple weeks ago, I asked this question about the chat window that I have on stream. If you care about the chat window, like I was thinking of eliminating it, 'cause it's kind of redundant with the chat being on the right-hand side, but almost everyone who voted in the poll said don't get rid of the chat window. If you wouldn't mind, for those that like the idea of the chat being in the stream like it is right now, is there a reason you can think to keep it, like what you like about it being here? If you like it, or if you don't like it, let me know. Because I see other streams, like I like the idea of putting the game that you're streaming in there, like the case and the mat, like right there, or using it for other stuff. Like some people have animated sequences. So I'm just curious to know, like, because the only reason I have the chat in here was because when I started streaming, I saw others doing it. I thought, okay, I guess we'll put the chat right here. But as I'm doing this more and more, I'm not sure of what it does, like what having the chat there helps with. So I'm just curious to know what you all think. Deckard Bain says, when you're talking about something and you just joined the stream, I get a chance to see the comment you're responding to. Good point. Suin's Wolfie thinks it's redundant and not worth it. So I wonder, I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder if there's a Twitch setting to where when you join, if I can have Twitch itself show old stream chat stuff, or if there is no way to set that and it's just whenever you join, that's what you see. I don't know the answer to that. But if you can't do that, then you make a great point, Deckard Bane. That would be a good reason why. Spell Sorcerer is good with it being gone or reduced to a few lines. Simmons Wolfie says, an interesting thing about Phantasy Star 1 is you understand why people remember fondly because the story is very linear. But as for the Twitch layout, it's great. Thank you. Appreciate that feedback. Duke Donut says chat's optional, but it's mostly historical archival purposes, as VODs don't always preserve chat, and exporting to YouTube and other platform will not preserve it. Well, so there's another reason why I'm asking this question. This is going to sound really weird, but hear me out on this one. So, a while ago, I want to say this was maybe a month ago, and this is when I first asked the question, like a stream after this. Someone came in here, we don't have this happen often, which is good, but someone came in and was very, saying some things that were kind of questionable, like borderline, and I don't know if you noticed my rules. I have only a few rules. You know, follow Twitch TOS, don't troll each other, be kind. Very, very simple, right? Don't be a jerk and don't say stupid things. And this person was a little, I thought they were actually a little over the border. And before I could make a decision on what I wanted to do about that person, they saw themselves out because chat turned on them, which was good to see that. And then after they left, I did a thing so that they can never chat again. It's the only person I've had to do that with. But as a result of that, I actually didn't post that VOD. I went in and I Swiss cheesed a highlight out of it and pulled that part away. Because once the chat's in your stream, it's in your stream. Like, whereas if it was only here, then you could just cut the chat window right off and, you know, export to YouTube. You won't see it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why when after that happened, I thought, all right, that's not the end of the world, but like, as we grow, right? Because, you know, that's inevitable. That'll probably happen. There's more possibilities of people, you know, maybe saying things that aren't great every now and then, and each time that happens, it's going to be here forever. So that's the only reason I ask it. It's something that's just kind of I'm wondering about, you know. Discovery says you could put arbitrary speed strat times. I think a lot of streamers use it to read chat when they are full screen. Chat's optional, but it's mostly historical. So soon, we just so you know, I have a 27-inch iMac, so I have plenty of real estate. plenty of real estate here, gaming monitor here. Like, I have no need to see chat right here myself. Manicate says, oh, Suin's Wolfie says, I think having a box art for the game you're playing would be far better. I was thinking about that. That's why I'm asking. I was thinking about replacing it with that. Manicate says, don't feel bad and don't hesitate to slam that ban button. Ultimately, I did, but it was after they saw themselves out. And if I could do it over again, I would have hit it far sooner. It's the first time I've ever experienced that, so I feel like I was a little bit slow. I should have reacted a lot quicker than that. I was just kind of in awe, like this person can't be serious. And I kept waiting for them to, and they just kept saying like more borderline things. And then they made a final comment that I was like, okay, now they're over the edge, because they started to troll somebody in the chat, which is very explicitly, you don't do that. You don't troll each other. You can troll me, I don't care, but don't troll each other. Yeah, and it showed up on the screen. Suin's Wolfie says, if you put these videos on YouTube, it's nice to read what's going on, but other than that, you just say put the box art up. Disco Rice says, when comments get deleted, does the history not reflect that? So here's the thing, Disco Rice. My understanding, and Duke Donuts can correct me if I'm wrong about this, but my understanding is when you delete a comment out of the stream chat, it's deleted. It's gone. And if you were to replay a VOD with the stream chat itself, the part that you see on the right-hand side, not in the stream here, but off to the side when you're typing, it's gone, and it won't show. But in the stream, because it's recording the video, it's here forever. So you can delete it all you want over here, but over here, that moment in time when it wasn't deleted, it's there forever. Manicate says, have I considered using Fontificator instead of just a cap of Twitch chat? I don't know what Fontificator is, Manicate. Can you elaborate on that? Duke Donut says, the options are to introduce an artificial chat delay for moderation and timeout ban before it comes up on screen, and to make sure that you have your stream chat window not viewing as moderator, so that deleted stuff is purged from visible on-stream chat. Ah, okay. Put a delay. Good point. And that's something I can do within the Twitch settings in the Stream Manager, Duke Donuts, if I wanted to. Thank you, Manicate. I'll take a look at it after stream. Appreciate you. Duke Donuts says you'll see it up until a timeout ban clear. As long as you repeat what someone asked before answering, you don't need to chat in your video. You can set a blacklist for certain words, terms. Oh yeah, Manicate, the thing about this one, this wasn't explicit, like, you know, I have a word list up, it's pretty elaborate. It wasn't like that. It started out more subtle, and he kept ramping, he or she kept ramping it up. Like, they made a comment that started out, I don't want to get too deep into this because it'll reveal who I'm talking about, but they were only here one time for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But first it was, they made a comment to me about my, I don't even remember what they said. Something about my great hair, which I thought was funny. And then like the next comment was about, they were at the bar and they were drinking. And then the next comment after that was that it started out very small, like, okay. And it just built and built and built. They never like, and then finally, someone said something, and the person I'm talking about basically said something really nasty to that person. Again, it's not one of the words, the really bad words that are not acceptable, but it was, you know, it was inappropriately used. Like, he didn't drop an F-bomb to talk about how effing great this game is. He said to this person, you. And I was like, okay, now you're over the line. And then the next thing they said was, well, I'm out, see you all later. And they were gone. And then I banned them. The only person I've ever banned. But it was just a very slow build, almost like the person was just seeing what they could get away with. Does that make sense, what I just said? It was really, really weird. So, and again, this was like a month ago. It's the only time it's ever happened to me. You'll have chat on screen, but mostly because you don't care about the moderation. I got you.
Suin's Wolfie cheered 100 bits. Kudos for the new Twitch layout.
Suin's Wolfie, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate your support of the domain and the realm. And I'm glad you enjoyed the layout. Yeah, it was really, I don't want to use the word uncomfortable, but it really was, like, it was, all my senses started tingling towards the end of there. Like, I was like, I gotta do something. So yeah, if it were to happen today, it would not be nearly as delayed. I would catch it much faster. I'd probably I think what I would do now is the very first comment that was questionable, I would warn the person. I would just straight out warn them, just please knock that off. And then if they continued, it would have been a ban. No, DC Bueller, you're fine, you're fine. It's nothing that happened today. We're talking about, you may have been, I think you came in at the tail end of this. This was like a few weeks back. That one person, I think I might have mentioned them to you. You were Soda Bagoat I mentioned to a few weeks ago. Nothing happened today. How did we start talking about this anyway? We totally got in the weeds, chat, didn't we? But no, DC Bueller, we're fine, we're fine. Nothing happened today. We're good, we're good. Duke Donuts is just trying to convince me to get a mister. I forgot to ban the word mister in the chat. No, I'm kidding. Mother and Tara says, I can't stand people who say and do dumb, mean things. Yeah, I don't know why people troll. Duke Donut says, you think at some point this week, you're like, dude, stop being weird on the timing out. Yeah, that's exactly right, Duke Donuts. That's what I would do today. We're in a bar. There's no need to repent. This joint is filled with nothing but losers. I mean, I've been here for over 2 hours and not one guy's approached me. Beginning to think these men have forgotten how to pick up one. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Good pickup lines before the first drink of the evening was mixed. Sure, Big Ireland. Mari's such a babe. From the moment I first laid eyes on her, I knew that she was the only one for me. Looks like you got some competition, Ron Farr. Like Mari would go for a pathetic drunk. Should we really care about our future? No one cares about me. Why should I care about them? But maybe I would care a little bit more about you if you bought me a drink. Do those lines actually ever work? Manacate says you appreciate that the water is flowing beneath the floor. Nobody seems to really be concerned about that. Good point. Yeah, the little gremlin. So you can have, like, we were talking about this earlier. You can have off-color humor. It's just sometimes, you see when I do it, when I skip past some of the lines, some of the stuff just goes a little bit far. Like, the stuff having to do with, like, the mental health stuff and the physical disability stuff, I think is just, doesn't, not a thing I think we should be doing, you know? The priests of the cult use the name of Althena to do anything they want. I think they're the ones that need their soul saved. Yeah, we talked to this guy already. We talked to you already. I need in this game. Got you. But yeah, on-screen chat can go either way. You just go with whatever I feel comfortable with. It's not a big deal either way. I don't think anyone faults you for showing up on screen unless you're actively agreeing with and promoting it. It baffles me, like, I've heard, I haven't seen this actually happen in the stream, but I've heard stories, like, people, like, the streamers there are streamers out there that, it's not that they notice or don't notice it, but they'll agree and they'll promote, like, what you just said, like, doesn't make any sense to me. First of all, it's an awful way of thinking. And second of all, that streamer has to know that's against Twitch TOS. So even if that streamer had these ridiculously horrible beliefs, like, are they that, like, dense that they, like, people confuse me, man. I get confused. I don't understand some people. These days, it's good to buy the best armor to protect you from monster attacks. But you know what? You know that, say, what can I do for you? Ooh, I can't talk today. Sadly, you think the biggest negative effect of working designs was inspiring some real... yeah, I hear you. It's ironic from what we can tell. Yeah, the whole thing is, I don't know. Oh man, we're getting in the weeds now. Ideally, you'd want people here anyway, right? If people really wanted to read chat, they'd come here. Good point, Disco Rice. Yeah, I've heard about that, Duke Donuts. Manacate, yeah. I don't know. People confuse me. Alright, it's time to bash this. Lightning armor for hero, 4 defense, 6 agility, little less range. Little gremlins doing the dance. Love it. Alright, equip. Priest clothes, defense power plus 20, and anti-confuse. Up 4, defense, 2 wisdom, we buy it. How about Aura Robe? Aura Robe will make her plus 4 defense, plus 7 magic endurance, but less wisdom. Well, we get magic endurance. Yeah, we gotta equip it. Platinum shield. Plus 3 defense, plus 2 magic endurance. Gotta buy it. Steel bracelet. We already have it. Steel helm. Plus 2 defense. Gotta buy it. Now let's sell some stuff. We'll sell the knight armor. We'll sell the steel shield. Sell the Iron Helm. Sell the Judgment Robe. It's fine. Sell the Judgment Robe. We'll keep... Oh, we got 2 Thunder Staffs. We don't need 2 of them. We'll get rid of one. Alright. And we'll buy a Steel Helm for Hero. That's +2. And we will sell the Iron Helm. Twitch policy on stuff appearing in on-stream chat is that as long as you make a good faith effort to moderate, you're not liable. But, Duke Donuts, it shouldn't stay in the VOD though, right? Like, if let's say somebody said something bad that's against TOS, and I take the appropriate action, whether that's a timeout, a ban, whatever it is, but it stays in the VOD and I publish that, that information's out there for anyone to view. Wouldn't that itself be a TOS violation, or would it not? Wise men will arm themselves with one of my fine weapons. What have you come to do? I have come to buy stuff. Although, so far, it doesn't appear there's much to buy. Razor Fan! Ooh, that makes your plus... What is that? Plus 18. That's pretty good. Bye. How about this, bow and arrow? Nope. Okay. Well, that was good. And we will sell the glass fan. Thanks for stopping by. You know what, chat? I think we can probably buy an angel tier or 2. I think that would be a good idea. Who needs one right now? Everyone should have at least one, I think. He's got one. He's got one. She's got one. She's got none. So I think we should buy one for Lamina and then one in reserve. I think that would be good.
Secure all positions.
They are so devoted.
Here we go.
I don't even think he's doing this at levels. I'd be honest, just show him the ropes.
Next stop, Zophar's domain.
Shinobi Blue 78, thank you so much for the follow and for joining the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Some believe that the 4 dragons of the Dragon Master are powerful enough to protect Althena forever. I find that hard to believe. Alright, we've talked to everyone now except for that cathedral area. So all I want to do now, chat, is find that item shop again, buy it 2 angel tiers, and then we're going to go progress the game. That's what we're going to do. Duke Dunn says it would not because you made a good faith effort to moderate their behavior, which would also be in the VOD, so the message would only appear temporary until they were banned. Basically, as long as you do something about it, which isn't going to throw a fit considering that they even notice at all. So if we have a mod around that doesn't mind using me as a guinea pig, I can demonstrate. I don't know if Soda Pagoda, or DC Bueller, or G Levy, or Coffee Cup Arcade are around at the moment. They're the 4 mods right now on my list. My children can't sleep through the night since the monster attack started. All they do is cry. There's no way to comfort them. I know what you're thinking. We talked to you already. You're the one that can't spell the word your. You spelled your wrong. You're wrong. Get it? Alright, let's see. You can use /timeout Duke Donuts 1 to time me out for 1 second, which should clear my message history. Alright, let me try it. Timeout. Oops. Duke Donuts 1. Oh, wow. Yep, you're right. So timing someone out clears off their message history from the VOD stream chat. But obviously, it's not gonna clear it out from here. But correct. Because that's moderator view. So, so Twitch wouldn't know that, though. Twitch wouldn't see, they would see the VOD. So if somebody made a complaint, wouldn't Twitch just look at the VOD? Or does Twitch look at things like their activity log and such? These are all the mysteries that, like, it doesn't tell you any of this stuff anywhere that I can find. It's all very opaque. Where's that item shop at, chat? It was so easy to find it the first time. Oh, here it is. Now we got it. But that's configurable, so you can fix it and the messages disappear from the on-screen chat, too. Even though what I use is the Streamlabs version of the chat, like that can be configured, or would I have to configure it within the Twitch dashboard? The items I sell are known the world over. What can I do for you? You can sell me some angel tears. Alright, we'll buy one for Lamina, and we'll buy one for Ruby. Now we have lots of tiers. You believe Streamlabs can be configured that way? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. In fact, I'm going to add a note from Duke Donuts to the list, and it will say, look into Streamlabs chat settings to clear chat for timed out banned users. Got it. Lots of tiers, you say? Yes, Manakate, yes. You want your on-screen chat to be in Comic Sans, use the desktop app Chatty for your stream chat, which shows like message deleted. Okay. Chatty. Now, you said that's a desktop app. Does that work on Mac? Donuts uses an app called Chatty. Aha! I have stumped Duke Donuts. Well, I think I have enough info from you now to look into it, though, so I appreciate it. I'll, not tonight, obviously, because I got an event I gotta be at tomorrow morning, but when I get home tomorrow, I'm gonna take a look at that. It'll be one of the first things I do. Really appreciate all the feedback, everybody. This is only gonna help make the stream better. If Java-based. Cool. Appreciate it. When I was walking through town last night, I heard a strange voice. It said, "Go buy the beads before I return to claim your soul." And it called out my name. Completely freaked me out. How is it that it knew my name? The only way for you to protect your soul is to buy the beads. Don't worry, it is not very expensive. Only 1,000 silver. The money goes to further beautify our shrine to the goddess. Stop, only the high priest can enter the sanctuary tower. May Goddess Althena smile upon you, my son. When you come to buy the beads of light, you know that they are the only thing that can ward off the beast, don't you? If you don't buy them, you're risking your life. Nah, I really appreciate it, Duke Donuts. There's some really insightful options. Yeah, they really do, actually. Oh my god, there's a line. Look, it's Black Friday. It's Black Friday in Lunar 2, chat. I hope they still have the beads in stock. I need to get some before the beast returns to kill my family. Did you ever hear... I think I made this joke the other night. I don't know if any of you were ever into Adam Sandler. So one of the recordings from the 90s was about this cult. And they were like... I think they were called the Night Cult. And he's like trying to convince his friend to join a cult. And by the very end, like you just hear them like chanting, "The night time is the right time." And Adam Sandler, his friend, is like, "Oh, this is the greatest, thank you." He's like, "You're not mad that they made you kill your family, are you?" And then he's like they said, it was the only way to save them. Oh, Adam Sandler was fun. I need to get some before the beast returns to kill my family. Craziness. Don't join the cult of Althena, chat. Not a real thing. Wait until these priests get a load of the heat I'm packing. We passed a new law requiring that priests pay taxes on their money. And I'm the new tax auditor. Say, what's your primary source of revenue? The night time is the right time. Can't believe my parents are wasting my allowance on a bunch of dumb old beads. Yeah, I definitely don't want to join that cult either. I told them they should trade our dumb cow for them. What? Your dumb cow? God, they're even mean-spirited about cows in this game. Boy, I wouldn't want to live on this planet after all. Why can't I talk to the dude in the middle? There we go. I think we should forget about these dumb beads. I'm telling you, if you bought some cool swords, you could kick some dumb monster butt. Hey, get in line. I was here first. It's always been first come, first serve. Where you been? You talk to this dude? I wonder if the priest will give me a complimentary set of beads. I spent all my money on a bad hair weave, but I'm not ready to die. The goddess Althena has blessed these charms with her power. I've been authorized to sell them for only 1,000 silver. Hey, this is obviously some kind of scam. Believe me, I can spot them a mile away. I wouldn't be surprised if they're causing the beast attacks. But this dude. You might as well turn back right now. This passage leads to a dead end. What? But isn't that the door that leads to the top of the tower? Yes, but I've never seen that door open. It's locked with a seal that only the high priest has the power to open. Save, save. In we go. So what else is new, chat? What's going on? We talked a lot about layouts and Lunars. But how's your day? Or how was your day? Are you familiar with the duties of Dragon Master? Man, who isn't? Heathen! Leave this holy place immediately! Really? Could you enlighten me? Dragon Master lives not for himself, but to protect and serve the goddess Althena. Holds ultimate power over the 4 dragons of this world. Why would Althena rely on the power of a Dragon Master? You would rate today and exists out of 10, Manacade? Oh boy. Well, I hope tomorrow rates better for you. I hope tomorrow is good for me too, because I'm, you know, I'm not an event person, and I have an event tomorrow morning, so this should be interesting. It is written in the 4th book of the goddess that whoever enters this sanctuary must bequeath all their belongings to the nearest priest. Do you need a pen? No. Good try, though, priest. Good try. So wait a minute. That was it? Well, what else can we do here? Believe me, the price of these beads is far less of your life's worth. It's only 1,000 silver. I'm not sensing any kind of magic power from these things. Because they're full of bull. I can't open the door at the end of this passage. Told you before, only the High Priest can open it. Hey, Ronfar, do you think you can open it? Without a doubt, little one. Which door is he talking about? Oh, this door. You know, this really hasn't changed in all the years I've been away. Cafe Man 2D says you worked on your laptop 8 hours, then painted a basement. Now you're chilling with an IPA and watching Zophar. Cool. That sounds like a cool day. Painting basements can be fun. We had our basement painted a little less than a year ago. But Ronfar, do you think you can open it? Hermth, care to place a little wager before I try? Seal, seal, bright and true. Show your power to us few. You played video games on the internet. 10 out of 10 day. That's always the best kind of day, Duke Donuts. Then I guess my day's also a 10 out of 10. Release your grasp and start anew. Wait, there's one more part to the spell. Let me think. Oh yeah, I remember. Open sesame. How does that work? Open sesame, open sesame. That was all it took to open this thing? Give me a break. Well, I got the door open, didn't I? Just shut your hole and get inside, smarty pants. Here we go. Oh, it's an actual level. Why are we facing the wrong way? Wait a minute, it's like inside the, yeah, okay. All right. I wonder if there's random battles. Yeah, there's definitely random battles in here. All right, chat, let's start looking around. I guess we want to probably try to go up if we can. Pew! Alright, monocrop. So here we go. Let's see if all the leveling, grinding, weapons, armor, all the stuff we've done lead to any easier of a battle. That's a good sign. Some root beer, on and on again. Wow, okay. Chat, this is actually working out. Oh no, stone! I spoke too soon. Clearly. Now the question is, do you stay stoned after battling this, or do you not? I can't remember. Find out. I mean, that would have been very easy had it not been here, you know, turning to stone. You watched Hungry Goria. Hungry Goria is amazing, by the way. Played through GBC Kid Icarus earlier, too. Or Kid Icarus. Is it Icarus or Icarus? It's Icarus. Duke Donuts is places like this with random battles. It's like, okay, hey, we found monsters in the temple. We can go now. Yeah, exactly. In the PlayStation versions of this and Saturn versions of this, you may know, they took out random battles completely, which I think makes them better for that. You know, what I'd like to really see is someone going into the Sega CD version and like hacking the heck out of it to get rid of random battles in the dungeons. That would, I don't think that would work. That'd be way too much work. It's a nipple yanker? Oh my god. What do you think they were called in the original Japanese? I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. Oh dear. And yes, Hero is not stoned anymore, so good news. It does not persist beyond the battle you are in. But 420 has passed already. Exactly. At least it's Friday. TGIF. That's right. TGIF. Happy Pizza Friday, everybody. I actually had pizza yesterday. Today I had chicken parm for dinner. But yesterday was Pizza Friday for me. It was Pizza Thursday, essentially. Okay, yeah, we can keep going. See, I don't know if we were supposed to go on the other side, like, maybe we missed treasure chests, I don't know. Or maybe this takes us to a treasure chest. Not too sure. Alright, well, everyone will just attack and see what happens. Ooh. This might be the first difficult battle. Let's connect them both. I think the grinding that we did yesterday, chat's making a difference here. Because even though these things are really strong, we're not getting crushed. And like, a Calm Litany should just get us right back to where we need to be. We could probably do some magic experience upgrading too at this point. We'll probably upgrade at least one of them. Yeah, we're actually doing fine. Yeah, but I don't know if you're noticing this, chat. We're not getting as much magic experience here as we were getting in that sewer area. Like, it's you have to know where to grind in this game. It's really weird. Very uneven. We could do chance? Yeah, let's do chance. Do a little healy heal here. Very nice. A savey save. Up the stairs. Oh! Here's that crap out of me. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
Things of Your Mind cheered 200 bits.
Things of Your Mind, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I was totally in the zone there. Like, that's crazy. Somebody should clip that, by the way. It's been a long time since somebody scared me with a bit cheer. There was one other time, it was when around the beginning of when I first started streaming, I think it was in January. I was playing Shining Force. And there's an effect called Wake Up. And it was like really late at night, like it typically is at the end of a stream. And I hadn't slept much the night before. And I was like sitting there fighting battles, and I'm like getting really tired. And then all of a sudden, all I hear is "Wake up!" And I'm like, "What?" That's a clip. That's clipped somewhere. But anyways, I'll leave that to you, chat, if you decide that is a clip-worthy moment or not. Where should I go? If I go down that way, where does that take me? I wonder. We'll give that a try. Whoa, what are these things? An Italian? Yeah, we'll attack and see what happens. But yeah, things of your mind. I appreciate the support. And I'm sorry that I was in the zone there for a second. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so.
Aldebrando cheered 200 bits.
Aldebrando, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. Cat jammed. Oh.
Whew. I feel better.
Fell Sorcerer cheered 150 bits.
Bell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 150 bits. And guess what we have? We have a hype train! Oh my god, the hype is real. Here we go again. We are 34% of the way to a level 1 hype train. We gotta do a healy heal. Oh my god, I gotta figure out where I'm going, and you know what happens when we're in a dungeon and you get a hype train going. Oh man, remember, we gotta try going to the right if this doesn't work out. Alright, it worked out. We got a Dover nut. Oh, I went the wrong way. Again. Now we're good. Cafe Man says this stream can be rather alarming. Yes, this stream is very interesting. It's very chill until it's not. It kind of ebbs and flows like a roller coaster. Just like a train. Choo choo. The train has left the station. Fell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 60-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is greatly appreciated. And we are moving on through to Lunar 2. I'm gonna have to kill these dudes because they are really annoying. Things of Your Mind has gifted a 1-month tier 1 sub to Alarming.
Get over here!
Fell Sorcerer. That's really funny. Things of Your Mind, you're the best. Fell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 90-bit cheer. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. We got a level. No, we didn't. Yes, we did. Holy crap, I just said we got a level, not knowing we got a level, but we actually got a level. That is really weird. And we got some kind of spell. I don't know what it is. It's Battalion Sword. We finally get an all-enemy attack, my friends. We're gonna have to try that out. Gonna see. Oh my god, did we make it to a boss? Oh, why did I want to donate 1,000 silver?
Soon's Wolfie cheer 200 bits.
Doing Wolfie, thank you so much for the 200-bit cheer. Your support of the realm and the domain is greatly appreciated. Oh my god, I don't know what to do now. We fought another battle. Hype! It's the Nipple Yankers. We gotta fight them. Oh my god, every time I say that name, I have to giggle like a little kid. Why are these things trying to kill me? I better kill them before they execute their move, because that sounds like it would be really painful. Oh my god, why are they? Oh my god, here it goes. Oh, thank god. It just cast a fire spell on me. Having them cast Blaze level 3 is preferable to the other thing. Alright, Lucia, come on, make it happen. Oh, I've never seen that one before. 114 damage to the Yanker.
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What am I fighting for?
Things of Your Mind cheered 100.
Things of Your Mind. Thank you for the 115 bits.
Fell Sorcerer cheered 120 bits.
Things of Your Mind, thank you so much for the 115-bit cheer and for joining the for supporting the realm and the domain. Your support is greatly appreciated. Fell Sorcerer, thank you for the 120-bit cheer. Your support of the domain and the realm is also greatly appreciated. The hype is real. We're now working on level 2. Our people are very leveled. Out of a Randall. Thank you so much for the 60-bit cheer. Your support rocks us. But me got level. Fell Sorcerer, thank you for the 80-bit cheer. Your support of the realm and the domain via the Price is Right fail sound effect is greatly appreciated. Some good levels here, I'll tell you that.
Are your parents home, Red?
Yes, there was.
Good night, my friend!
Was it bad? House take 2. Oh, what? We are playing Heretic.
Oh, good game.
Oh, what? You must get me a glass of water.
Okay, Bad, are your two parents home?
Yes, they are, was.
No, I fear.
They are not really home, my night.
Okay, I go upstairs.
What are you doing up here?
Things of Your Mind shared 500 bits. Was2.mp3.
Things of Your Mind, thank you so much for the 500-bit cheer. Greatly appreciate your support of the realm and the domain. And Alda Barandal, thank you so much for the 1 community gift sub. Atari Beer Pong, enjoy your gift sub, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad previewing. You are now an acolyte of the realm and the domain. Bell Sorcerer is asking, what is that from? Bell Sorcerer, tell me which thing you are asking about, because we got a whole bunch of cheers. Which one do you want to know about? Oh, the Wasp 2 thing. Haha, I will tell you that story. So, many years ago, I had a group of friends. One of them actually comes on here sometimes. His name's Hyper Z. And there was like a running joke about one of my friends. So they would always come over. We'd play, games in the basement and whatnot, play video games. And my one friend was always, he never wanted to go upstairs. Just to be clear, we were like 15, 16 years old at the time. He never wanted to go upstairs because my parents were up there. It's like he literally wouldn't go up for any reason. So if he had to go to the bathroom, if he had to get a drink of water, anything that would require him to go upstairs, he would always ask me, are your parents upstairs? And so one time we played a trick on him and he asked if they were upstairs. And I told him that they weren't, that they were, watching a movie in the bedroom or something. And he went upstairs and he ran into my mom and he freaked out. And when I say freaked out, like he was like, oh, hi, I'm just getting water. And we cracked up about it. And, the first thing he did was he let me know how he felt about that. And then after we got past that we all created a sound effect recreating that moment. And so the reason why it's called Wasp2.mp3 is that was our nickname for our friend. We had Hyper Z and then there was Wasp. And at the time that this event took place, the game we were playing was Heretic for the PC. Now you know. No, actually, Cafe Man. My parents, I thought, were super cool, chill, understanding, awesome parents. He didn't like to interact with anyone he didn't know, and he didn't know my parents. He ended up loving them once he got to know them, but, he had only been coming over my house for a few months at that point, so...
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Very appropriate redemption, Things of Your Mind, of 1,000 silver, now I know. And it looks like the hype train has concluded. It has come into the station. Choo-choo!
You don't belong in this dimension, Zophar.
And it
Bell
has
Sorcerer
docked.
cheered 100 bits.
Bell Sorcerer, thank you so much for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate your support of the realm and the domain. It is greatly appreciated. We finished the level 2 hype train. We ended up with 2 gift subs and 1,775 bits. Such strong support. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Appreciated you all. Now we're going to spend 1,000 silver again because whatever, we need the help. We'll do a save, and we're going to go up here and we're probably going to hit a battle. But before we do that, let me see if I missed anything on the chatty chat. Hey there, Grunt Guru. Don't worry. It was all in fun. So this is just kind of how we were, but we used to, I know I just got done an hour ago talking about how much we shouldn't troll each other, but we trolled each other all the time. We were teenagers. I actually haven't talked to him in a few years. I should catch up with him. He's a really great dude. Both of them are great guys. But that was the story of Wasp 2. Suins Whoopi, thank you so much for the redemption of a maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. So yes, it's a very inside joke, and I put that up there, I think it was a few months ago I added that effect. And I knew someday somebody would ask that question. So now you are all part of the inside joke. You are part of the circle. You're in the circle of trust. Cafe Man is asking if I ever play any 80s Atari consoles. So, Cafe Man, my very first game system was in 1985. When I was 5 years old, it was the Atari 2600. And the very first video game I ever played on it, I will show you. When I show you what the first game I ever played and what the second game I ever played was, you're going to wonder how I continued to play video games after this. But I was 5, and so every game was cool. Here's the first video game I ever played in 1985. Yep. And the second video game I ever played, the two worst video games on the Atari 2600, by far. Because Pac-Man's a great game, I think you'd all agree. But questionable is putting it very nicely, Auto Retro. Yes, this is the super, really lo-fi Pac-Man, where instead of sound effects like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, you got sound effects that sounded like this. Headphone warning. But worse than that. Worse than that. Yep. And then, of course, we don't have to go deep into this. I'm sure you all understand this game's horrible. And this is not a knock on the programmer. The programmer was awesome. He also did Yar's Revenge, which was a great game for Atari 2600. The man was given all of like 4 weeks to make this game. It was like an impossible task. It was all by himself. He did the best he could with the time that he had. I think if he had been given at least another month on this probably could have been decent, but that's not how it worked out. This was in the early days of video games, so I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Yes, Atari ET, the meme, the legend, the crash. By the way, this is my original version of ET. This is not from a landfill. Although many of them wound up there, this was my original copy. Pretty sure it still works. Pretty sure. Cursed. Cafe Man says you got your 2600 in 1982 and you traded it for a 5200 in 1983. So I never owned any other Atari system, Cafe Man. I went from the Atari 2600 in 1985 to the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1988. So for 3 years, I was all about Atari. And then I went right over to Nintendo. And yep. Howard Scott Warshaw, that's right. You know, Angry Video Game Nerd did a whole thing about his whole movie was based on that. What's up, Vidurth? How you doing? Chain Gun Wolf had that bad Pac-Man. You also had a glitched copy of Choplifter, which turned the helicopter into a much smaller green helicopter. That game I never played, but it sounds equally interesting, we will say. First game False Sorcerer I ever played was literally Pong. Oh, literally, like the standalone Pong. The first game ever. Impressive. I'm making progress. Yes, I think we're about to fight a boss, actually. Cafe Man, you got to meet Howard. Oh, at the Philly Classic in 2002. That's awesome. You know I'm from Philly, right? I live in the burbs of Philly. You went to a musical tonight. Your friend did the set design. Oh, cool. Which musical did you see? That's right, Cafe Man. We've talked about this. Which musical was it, Vidurth, if you don't mind me asking? I actually just learned that Ellie Bell, I don't know if anyone's familiar with that streamer. She's an awesome streamer, does a lot of retro. I found out that she did some costume design for some Broadway stuff, and she actually did some of the dresses for Beetlejuice, which me and my wife are actually going to be seeing at Broadway next month. It'll be the first time we've been to a Broadway show since right before the pandemic. Head Over Heels. Oh, okay. That sounds fun. It's another one I'm going to have to check out. Auto Retro says you didn't own one, but your friend next door had it and killed many an hour playing Air Sea Battle and Combat. Sounds fun. Oh, was that not... This isn't the boss? Was I wrong? I thought that them putting an Altina statue there meant for sure. Alright, well, that's okay. We're doing really great, though, in terms of leveling. Like, we're not getting our ass kicked by the battles anymore. I think yesterday's 2.5, 3 hours of grinding was time well spent. It's having the desired effect so far, chat. I'm happy devils. Have some root beer on and on again. Oh, we should check our magic experience and see what's what here. Cafe Man's asking, how far into the game am I? I would say, I don't think I'm quite halfway yet. I think once we get to Panigulia, that's close to the halfway point, so we're not quite halfway there yet. This is a very long game. This is probably why no one's ever attempted to speedrun the Sega CD version, because it's so long. Alright, chat, here's the question. Do we start working on getting these to 16, or do we sink some magic experience into the absolutely worthless wind magic? I feel like we should get everything to at least 16 before we start working on wind, so that's what we're going to do. Because wind sucks. Alright, so the question is up or down? Let's say down. Because down might take us to a treasure chest, whereas up probably takes us to the boss. Yep, I'm right. Angel ring! Sweet. So we're gonna ruby the angel ring. The thing with the angel ring, chat, is I don't want to use them until we hit a very particular boss battle, which I will tell you about later. Are we going the right way right now? I think we are. Should I be checking like it? No, okay. Let me do a savey save here. Pew. More of these thingy bobbers. Let's kill some thingy bobbers. Yeah, you got it. I ended up one of the times where I save scummed. I only did it like 2 or 3 times in this game so far. It was I think it was in the snow area, and it was we accidentally left the angel ring equipped on somebody and ended up using it. I was like, oh hell's no, and I reloaded. But honestly, it's not really cheating. We all agreed at the beginning. I took a poll and I said, are we allowing me to use saves just when they're needed, or do we use the magic experience? And everyone said save states, so it's no different than me using magic experience and then reloading it. Except, you know, in the Japanese version, there is no saving with magic experience. So all we're doing is fixing the American version. Sade! AKA Chade. How you doing, my friend? How was dinner? What did you end up eating? You said you were going out to eat with your family, right? What did you end up getting? Alright, we're gonna go this way. You like my borders? Bedart says you like to sell your starlights and angel tier so you can afford weapons and armor instead of hoarding them. Yes. That is something I probably could have done, but I think we grinded so much yesterday that I don't think money's an issue anymore. I think it would have been if I hadn't done that, but it was just
Sunday, thank you so much for the raid. If I just butchered your name, I am so incredibly sorry.
Aldebrandel, thank you so much for redeeming the amazing video of Sade. By the way, if somehow people are in this chat and don't know who Chade is, you need to follow him. He is an amazing retro streamer. He's been around for about 70,000 years. He was probably dreaming of streaming back when I was trying to make Zophar's domain.
There's another clip.
He's a legend.
I swear
Go follow
there
him.
is.
Chade rocks.
God, there is. There's gotta be a bridge somewhere.
He's looking for the bridge. He's looking for the bridge. I know she had different lighting back then. You can actually, I think your haircut was different too. That must have been an old clip. How long ago was that clip, Steve?
That's my first death.
Womp womp.
What a death.
A million zillion years ago, says Auto Retro.
God.
Remedies in Final Fantasy
I
are
just
really
went
useful
like-
to spell early game.
Stupid
That gives you a better
alley-oops.
go. Oh, for sure. Shade had pizza and wings and a beer. That's a nice dinner. Power did come back on around 8. Very good. What was it that knocked your power out to begin with, if you don't mind me asking? Did you have like a storm? That was 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it looked like an older clip for sure. I'm used to, well, you know, I've only been doing Twitch stuff for a few months, but I'm used to seeing you like the really dark nighttime, almost like black lights. It looks like you like. How do you have that? Like when you're streaming now, like do you have the lights completely off? Do you use a black light? Like you have this interesting ambiance. How do you create that? Like it feels like a nighttime stream. Whereas me, you know, it doesn't matter what time it is. It's always sunny in Philadelphia apparently over here. Shade says you have no clue about the power outage. Half the neighborhood went out according to the map. A bunch of utility trucks showed up at once and were working on it for a few hours. Gotcha. So you have the ceiling lights off, a green and a blue rear behind you, and you stream from basement so there's no ambient light. That makes sense. Well, you are achieving a very good look. It looks like a nice, peaceful, chill nighttime stream. I tried to variate that last night when I was playing D for Saturn. I just lowered the lighting down, and I have an LED light over here. I didn't even have that on last night to try to create that spooky look. I don't know how effective it was, though. Have some root beer, on and on again. Well, hopefully we make it to the boss at some point here, chat. I mean, we're not having any difficulty. It's just, you know, the random battles are really extending the amount of time this is taking. Oh, I really hate the stone thing. Have some root beer. You think it helps with eye strain? You've streamed a lot of different light setups, and it's your favorite? Yeah, I wonder what it would look like. Like if I just... So, the reason I use a green screen... I don't know if you've seen my streams when I don't use it. Like in the beginning I didn't use them. Basically, all that's behind me is Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine, a treadmill, and a couch, and nothing else. My entire game collection is over here. And the problem is the way that my room is laid out, there's no way for me to get my gaming collection behind me. If I could do that, I wouldn't even use a green screen. I would just sit in front of my game collection. I've been trying to think of a way to like either get a second camera or maybe take a picture of my game collection and like put it behind me. I just can't get it to work yet. I decided that I wanted to focus on my borders first. But that's, you know, that'll be... Same with you, that's why you put up a bunch of posters. I got you. We'll see. I got all kinds of ideas. All kinds of ideas, and I'm trying to implement as many of them as I can before I go back to work. Because once I go back to work, the creative side of me is going to bring me back down again. And I'll be kind of on autopilot mode. That's kind of like how I'm doing it. Like every time I'm off or on vacation is when I do all the creative stuff. And then when I'm working, that's my time to go, all right, this is what we have. Here's the layout. Here's the stuff. Now we're going to run with it, you know? That's how I'm doing it. Lightning bomb! Bomb! But yeah, we're having a good night. Playing some Lunar 2. Had a couple raids. Got to see Noodle Beef Noodle for a bit. She's very close to partner, Shade. I think she's only like one average viewer away from it, from being able to apply for it. Oh, this has got to be it, chat. This has got to be it. Alright, let's do a Calm Litany. Let's see, how's our magic's fine. We don't have to use any magic right now, so we're doing really well here. Do a save state. Yeah, she's awesome. Awesome streamer, great personality. Anything over here? Maybe a chest? Yep. Heal ring! Ooh, this could come in handy. I think this regenerates. Let's see. Yeah, recovers HP while battling. Let's... Yeah... I feel like Hero would benefit from that. We just have to put it in the empty slot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ronfar's got the Fresh Ring and the Plasma Ring. And nothing for Jean or Lumina yet, right? Yeah. That's okay, we're fine there. Alright, here we go, chat. Ah, this is the transport device that can carry us to Pentagoulia. Strange, it looks very similar to the transmission spring in Vane. Well, I think that they look completely different. After all, it doesn't matter how it looks. It doesn't matter! All that matters is that it will take us there. Let me activate it. Magic Pedestal, heed my command. I, Ronfar, servant to the goddess Althena, summon forth your awesome power. Release the power of transport and open the door of eternity! Oh no. I don't think that was what we wanted when we opened the door of eternity. It looks like an evil plant thing with like a hand-looking thing for feet. Exactly, substances. Kill it with fire! Get the flamethrower! Exactly. Oh god, this sucks. Look, it looks like there's plant elements to it. It looks there's like a Baxter from TMNT thing, like the whole bug eye thing, almost like over here. It's definitely creepy looking. Holy cow, what did you do, Ronfar? You summoned some sort of monster. I don't know what happened. The gateway should have just opened. But instead, we got this thing. Oh my god, chat. That thing is even scarier than this. No, never mind. ET's still scary. Oh no! What if this is the magic beast the villagers were talking about? Yeah, oh god, yeah, exactly. I write Mexican. Ouchie. Where's the good night, everybody? I sense the vile presence of Zophar's black power. It's getting stronger. Oh no, look out! It's gonna attack! Where's the music? Why is it regular music? It's not even battle music. Oh boy. Is this an emulator glitch, or is this what it really is? Oh, great. And we got different hands, too. Alright, well, I guess we'll start trying to get rid of the hands, right? We'll do Anger Flame. We'll do... probably Swallow? No. I think Needle would work better. Needle Step. And then we'll do Power Flame on Hero. Yeah, it doesn't even have a face. You can't do 1,000,000 damage to the face when it doesn't have a face. Oh, damn it. Maybe we shouldn't do that spell anymore. 82 damage to the hand. Here comes a post sword. 270. Be even better when Lumina casts Power Flame. There we go. Napalm shot. There we are. Divine tonight. Do you think this is the right thing to do, me attacking the hand like that? Or do you think it doesn't make any sense? Like, I feel like if we don't, it's just gonna continue to, like, wrap us up. So, I think we should just focus on getting rid of the hands before we actually try to get rid of the body. Let's use fire, per your suggestion. Kill it with fire! Alright, hope that does better. Damn it! Come on, Ronfar! Alright, we're just gonna have Ronfar heal from now on. Obviously, that's not working out. Okay, there we go. You don't think it's gonna regrow its hands, do you, chat? Oof. That did not do much. Uh-oh, here comes the Pulsinator! Ew, and it's got, like, bugs on it or something. You see that little purple-looking thing? Uh-oh, uh-oh. That doesn't look good, that doesn't look good, that doesn't look good. Oh, jeez! Lucia, what are you doing? Oh, it pushed it back. Alright, let's see. I think that means we should be attacking the body now. Let's do a Calm Litany. Let's do Needle Step. Let's try Ice Arrow this time. You think the Sidebinds first? Well, I got one of the Sidebinds already, but I saw Lucia pushed him back, which usually means it's close to death, so let's go see what this round does, see if this was a good decision or not. Have some root beer. Yeah, maybe we do need to get rid of the second part of him. Okay, Ice works better on him. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We're going to attack the Vine piece. Although, that didn't really do very much. Kill it with Unfire! Exactly. Oh, here comes Athena's love. She healed herself. Okay, Lucia. You be selfish like that. That's fine. Alright, we're going to attack this thing. You're right. Calm Litany. Let's do Charm Band, see if that does any better. And we'll do Ice Arrow on this. Yeah, her dances aren't really doing diddly squat. Maybe attacking would be better. Have some root beer, on and on again. Okay, that was good. It doesn't really appear to be that bad. Well, Aldebarando, I think that's the case, but I think because we killed it, it no longer matters. Pulse Laser! Here's some root beer, on and on again. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Post Sword. Another heal. She's just gonna attack, because nothing else seems to be working from her. Yeah, Jean is garbage until later on. Yeah, we should have been attacking the whole time. Look, we could have done almost 150 damage each turn. Much better than her crappy dance spells. Nah, that could have been a regular heal. Yeah, that doesn't look like the boss can do a lot now that his vines are gone. Yeah, I agree, Fedorth. It makes it more unpredictable. It adds more random element into it, and that makes it more interesting. I agree with you. Nightmare? Oh no, Nightmare! No! Oh great, that's not good. My unpredictable random person's now gotten more unpredictable and random. Oh god. We gotta try to wrap this up. I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna. Hope we can kill it on this turn, chat. Because if Lucia does one of her magic spells on us, oh thank god. We did it! Yay! We killed the boss that didn't have boss music. 4100 exp, 3092 silver, and 3092 magic exp. Hero gets a level. Jean gets a level. Oh, we never tried Hero's new ability either yet. Thanks for the GGs, Dark Mex, Aldebarando, and Irate Mexican. What in the world is going on here? I know that this is the transport device that leads to Penagoulia, but instead of transporting us there, it summoned a fearsome beast. Thank you for the GGs, Fedorth. Look, it is surrounded by a strange inscription. This is really weird. I've never seen runes like that. I think you've just got the wrong pedestal, Ronfar. Thanks for the GGs, things of your mind. No, this is the right one, but Lucia's onto something. Those runes are not supposed to be there. They're what corrupted my spell and summoned the monster. I wonder if the priests of Althena's cult were the ones that changed it. If they did, we're all in big trouble. And Lucia said she sensed Zophar's powers when the device was activated. Oh, I knew we should have bought those beads. But what would the beads have made a difference? Couldn't have hurt. I, for one, am going back to find out what's going on here. Oh, noes. Oh, it's Leo! Ah, well, we meet again at last. Leo, what are you doing here? Yes, Master Bismuth.
The bees! The bees! The bees! Just like that, like 5 times. Like.
Things of your mind, thank you for the redemption of the bees, the bees, the bees. Ronfar, I'm surprised at your lack of planning. Didn't you remember that Azado is the home port of the Destiny? You, of all people, should know that. Okay, you got me there. But we had to get the transport device. And I guess it just slipped my mind. Leo, tell me you didn't know about this magical beast. Beast? I've heard that there is a magical beast in this town, but I can't believe that you would be responsible for something like this. I can't believe that you've sunk to this level. Leo, you're fighting for evil. What are you talking about, Ronfar? You're making no sense, but I've had enough of your deceit. Soldiers, take all of them to the Destiny. Yes, sir. You there, come with me. Hey, watch where you're grabbing, pal. Can't believe that Leo was involved in that summoning, but what a great scam. Selling those stupid beads was one way to get rich. I thought Leo was different. The Leo I knew would never stoop to this level. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Wait, the boy must stay here with me. Take the others to the Destiny and wait for us there. I will question the boy privately. Lord Leo, are you sure you don't want one of us to stay with you? Ha ha ha. Do you believe that the mighty Lord Leo can be overcome by a boy? Your comedic sensibility is greater than I had imagined. Ooh, excuse me. I will be fine. Just leave us now. Irate Mexican says, is Lamina descended from Ramus or something? Actually, she's not descended from Ramus, but Ramus is her teacher, apparently. They were talking about that earlier in the game, that Ramus was like her merchant teacher that taught her all about business. Oh, right, this part. Cool, savey save. Hero, I have a question to ask and you must answer it to the best of your ability. You've spent quite a bit of time with Lucia during your travels, and I believe that you know Lucia better than anyone in this world. Tell me, do you think that Lucia's the foretold destroyer? Lucia's the destroyer only once a month? Oh my god. Leo, believe me when I tell you that there is nothing evil about Lucia. Her intentions are as pure as the driven snow. That's what I've begun to suspect. She does not seem to be a threat to the good in our world. But why must she meet with the goddess? It makes no sense to me. Hero, you must tell me what Lucia will do when she meets the goddess. You're her friend, she must have told you. Lord Leo, what are you doing here? Entry into this tower is strictly prohibited by Althena's followers. By what authority have you come? I, Lord Leo, have come by the authority of Althena herself. Lord Leo, if Althena truly sent you, you would know of our plans. Since you do not, I must silence you once and for all. Magic beast, come forth. Oh, noes. Is this the real? Is that why we didn't get the boss battle music before? Yep. It's the same dude! Except it's just the two of us. Oh. Right. Crap. Battalion Sword! It's the true boss. Let's see. Rock Viper, Flash Blade, Buzz Blade, Soul Blade? How about Flash Blade? On this! Yeah. Nothing like fighting the same dude twice. Oh, look at that. Good job, Leo. That's my man. Iron Sword again. Lash Blade again. Yeah, Leo's very strong. Now, I wonder if he's level 25 because that's what the game puts him at, or he just matches Hero's level. Can't remember. Oh, boom! Killed both of them. This dude's a pushover for being, the true boss. Pulsinator! But we have no healing. Unless we use herbs. Herbs! Master Business says, you see, I didn't do the Tabin's Peak grind exploit. I don't know what that exploit was, but I will tell you we did grind in the sewers. What was the Tabin's Peak grind exploit out of curiosity, Master Business?
Oh my god. The weeds! The weeds! The weeds! The weeds!
Thank you so much, Darkmex, for redeeming the weeds, the weeds, the weeds. We have to heal Leo, I think. We'll do a Dover Nut on Leo, because he cannot die. And we'll Flash Blade the... Kill it with fire! It's always in the weeds with this giant weed. The weed, the weed, the weed. Yeah, I figure as long as Leo just keeps Flash Blading, we'll be okay, and Hero will just act as the healer from this point. If we need him to. Doesn't look like we need to, though. See, and he keeps regenerating health, so this was a good choice. No. We'll do Poe Sword, and then we'll do Flash Blade. Master Business says there's a point before you find Lucia in the bath where Hero's by himself. Oh, right. And what, he could have just gotten, like, ridiculous levels by just fighting everything? But that wouldn't have helped the others, would it? But it probably would have helped Leo at this point, right? Is that what you do? Get Hero to a ridiculous level, and then Leo will join at a ridiculous level now? Is that what would happen, Master Bismuth? Yo-Ring definitely covered in clutch substances used, no doubt about it. Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure that was on purpose. Oh, 10,000 plus experience, 3,000 plus silver, 3,000 plus magic exp. And Master Businesses climb up and down Tabin's Peak and encounter some... Oh, yes. So, yeah, we did... I can't remember what they're called. They're ice mongrels, I think, right? You're talking about the ice mongrels? The little icy things? We found one of them, but we couldn't... It kept running away from us. But I think that's... Yeah, you're talking about the ice mongrels. We actually found them when we were all together there. But, yeah. It's okay. What I ended up doing, Master Bismuth, is yesterday afternoon I ended up grinding in the sewers. And although we didn't get crazy levels, we got like 4 or 5 levels, so it's not too bad. Now the game is, I would say, normal difficulty instead of ridiculous difficulty. I would say it's now manageable. This makes no sense. The members of Althena's cult seem to have gone wild. I cannot believe that Althena's involved, but maybe Rontar is right. So what does this dude say now? What in the name of the goddess Althena is going on in this place? Ha ha ha. You don't need to trouble yourself with these details, dear Leo. In fact, your time has run out. Now that you know of our current secret scheme, we cannot let you live. I've commanded hordes of monsters into this tower to eliminate you. I'm sure that even with all your power, you will not survive. Our secret dies with you! What a jerk. Have you come to beg for your very lives? I have no sympathy for you. Go face the fate you've earned. Know this, Cretin. When I get out of here, you will pay dearly for this. I promise you. So, can we go here? Nope. And that's a treasure chest, and this is a save. So what? We can't walk out of here now because it's just the 2 of us? Hero, if we are to survive, we must put our differences aside. If we work together, we may be able to escape this death trap. Know that it was not my intention to drag you into this mess. Pray that the goddess is with us, Hero. Let's go. Here goes nothing. Yeah, we have to walk out of here, huh? We can't use the dragon wings? Nope. Or the nope. Oh dear. You typically do it by grinding Soul Hero into the sewer until you can take down the ice mongrels. Reason we started game art to put that exploit in with specific intent? Probably. Night Dragon, Kobold, thanks for coming on in. Trying to decide if we have time to walk out of here right now. Should we be using our magic abilities here? Maybe this is the time for that? Italian sword. Let's see. I mean, yeah, if you have to have only 2 people, these are the 2 to have. There's no doubt about it. I'm trying to decide, do I want him to waste his magic like this? Nah, I think the answer is no. I think we should just keep attacking. I think attacking is probably the best thing to do here. Levy, thank you for the kind silver redemption of Human Rage. Greatly appreciate it. By the way, G Levy, I don't know if you've been lurking the whole time or if you just came on in, but what do you think of the new layout with the borders? Oh, how do we heal now? Literally, we're gonna have to use herbs every time. I don't think we need to heal just yet. So I guess what we should try to do is just straight down, right? Pew. I'm glad you like it, G Levy. It remains a work in progress, but I think we're getting it there. What's Leo equipped with anyway? Oh, we got a bunch of Dover nuts and a silver light. We should probably try to take this away from him at some point, right? Or do you think that would mess him up later when, like, we get him back? See, I don't know. Maybe it's best to not mess with that. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the, Yeah, it is. Let's spend the 1,000 silver. I hope this is the right way, chat. I think it is. Probably is. How you feeling, G Levy? Oh, that wasn't right enough, yeah. Oh well, that's fine. No, don't yank him. Oh my god, he actually tried to yank him. Did you see that? Did you see his hand? Oh my god. Chat, he totally tried to yank him. Oh my god. Okay, G-Levy. Dude, he was trying to yank him, man. I saw it. I saw it. You can't hide that from me, monster. Don't you yank him. Don't you do that. Bad, monster. Bad. Yeah, these battles are not that challenging at all. Fortunately, Leo is ridiculously overpowered, and so we're fine. Have some root beer. Hero gained a level. Leo gained a level. Okay. I feel like we're almost on the right floor now. I'm not going to actually save, I just want to see. I'll usually tell you what floor you're on. Second floor. Yeah, we're fine. We're almost at the beginning. That, before we go down there, I want to look on the right-hand side, because I'm wondering if there's any chests that we missed. So I'm just going to very briefly walk over this way before we go down. No! Oh, chat, that's a problem! That's a problem! Oh, that's a big problem. And we have nothing with which to fix that. Alright, let me think about this for a second. Oh, God. Yeah, this is a big problem. What are we supposed to do about this? If one of them, if we get turned to stone, it's over. We lose. Jesus Christ. Chat, we're gonna die. Chat, what are we gonna do? Oh God, Leo, please kill it. Don't turn him to stone. Oh no. Alright, it all comes down to this turn. Oh, thank God. Wow, that was... Yeah, shite is right. Jesus Christ. God, why is Hero so vulnerable? Doesn't seem to matter what we do with him. He's just so weak compared to the rest of them defense-wise. Alright, well, we're gonna use some herbs. Might as well start burning through the herbs. Thanks, Aldebaran. Appreciate that. I'm gonna save. Maybe we should just go straight down. This is kind of dangerous. Nah. Well, shoot. You know what? I think that's just the other side of level 3. I think we're gonna go out. I think we're good. I think I'm good. We don't need to explore anymore. I'm gonna kill the yanker of that thing I don't want yanked. Alright, he fired me. He gave me the fire. Okay. I think we're alright. We'll go straight down here. Hero, I believe I underestimated your abilities. Your combat skills are most impressive. Yeah, Hero, I think you're even as good as Leo now. I don't know about that. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Soldier, what happened? Sir, they took her. Lucia is gone. We fought, but it wasn't. Sir, forgive me. What? Just what we need. Damn it, I knew something was up, but I didn't know just what. The situation is grave indeed. Despite our best efforts, we were unable to stop them from taking captives. Forgive us, sir, they were just too powerful. Oh, man. Save yourself, Lord Leo. Forget about me. My incompetence has brought shame on our guard. Forgive me, Lord Leo. Did I keep saying the same thing? Yep. Alright. So... Oh, Jesus Christ, it's on fire! 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 Lord Leo, I couldn't stop them. Sir, I'm sorry, I could not stop them. Mari, she's gonna kill... Shh, rest, I will take care of this. Conserve your strength until help arrives. I failed you, sir. Please forgive me. Hey, Hero, look over there. Oh my God, I don't believe it. It's Mari. Oh, noes. My, Ronfar, what an unexpected surprise. Mari, oh Mari, why have you done this? These people were innocent, and you slaughtered them. What's happened to you? Mari giveth and Mari taketh away. I know that the ritual changed you, but you can't continue like this. Has your heart turned black as night? Man, Mari is not cool. Please, if you have any love for me left in your heart, let us pass. Oh, Ronfar, that's so pathetic. Do you think I can forgive you for leaving me after the plague? My service is to Althena now. I have no room in my heart for you. She has ordered Lucia's execution, and I will not fail her. But Mari, you're simply being used. Silence! Hand over Lucia or forever regret your actions. But Mari? Pooh, enough of this talk. Come on, sister. Time to put up or shut up. We will never surrender Lucia to agents of evil. She's our only hope. But... Mari! Enough of this foolishness. I've been given the authority to eradicate the Destroyer, not you. Report back to Althena at once and leave this to me. I think I found a better way. And you're only making things more complicated. Oh, cutscene, chat. Cutscene.
Well, brother. It appears you've become soft in your old age.
Oh, they're brother and sister.
Althena gave a direct order to destroy Lucia. And for some unknown reason, you've chosen to ignore it. I guess it's up to me now. Bend to your executioner, Lucia. The game is up.
The game is up? You don't think we have to fight her, do you? Enough, Mari! I'll have no more talk of this sort. Well, brother. Leave now! Until Althena informs me to the contrary, I alone shall bring Lucia to her. You have no part in this, Mari. Leave it to me. As you wish, my brother. But you have already proven your spine is as jelly. The goddess will judge your actions once you reach Pentagulia. Oh, and goodbye, dear Ronfar. You haven't seen the last of me. Oof. Hero Ronfar, I apologize for Mari's actions. I don't know why she's become as she has. Somehow, Althena has changed her, and not for the better. But enough of that. We've wasted too much time here. Lucia, I will take you to Pentagoulion the Destiny. Then we can finally get to the bottom of this. Ah, nice relaxing ocean stroll. A nice little cruise on the river Lunar, wherever this is called. Anybody know what the name of that river is? I don't know. We'll call it the river Lunar.